dogs.
Hi, I'm Linda from Winter Park.
This is Robert from Rockledge, Florida.
Hi, I'm Kara from Apopka.
John from Lake Mary, and I just won $1,000.
Listening to Real Radio 104.1.
This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hush, little baby, yes you can. Mama's gonna buy you a prepaid plan. And with that Florida prepaid plan, Mama's gonna send you to college land. And when you're free to pursue your dreams, Mama's gonna watch your future beam.
With a Florida 529 prepaid plan, you can save for your little one's future. Plans start at $29 a month. Open enrollment is now.
Picture this. You're cozy by the fire sipping cocoa, or out on the town grabbing a well-deserved nightcap, with the peace of mind knowing your pet is safe at home with Invisible Fence brand. Your customized pet fence gives you confidence that wherever winter takes you, your pet has both freedom and security. With Invisible Fence brand, service and safety never stops. Visit invisiblefence.com to learn more. That's invisiblefence.com.
Have you heard about goldbacks? They're a local gold currency that can be used right here in Florida. Goldbacks are real 24-karat gold that you can hold right in your hand. They look like cash, but they don't inflate like cash. And here's the best part. We're giving them away absolutely free. Residents can claim their free half goldback by visiting freegoldback.com and getting it shipped right to your home. It's real gold, it's really free, and it's yours. Claim one today at freegoldback.com before they're gone.
Join us at the 12th Annual Mount Dora Scottish Highland Festival on February 14th through 16th. Experience the excitement as athletes compete in traditional Scottish Highland games. Enjoy the rhythm of the Scottish Pipe and Drum Band. Shop at unique vendors. Enjoy a Guinness with the friends. It's like being in the Highlands. The event takes place in Donnelly and Elizabeth Evans Parks in Mount Dora and is sponsored by Guinness, Discover Lake, and the City of Mount Dora. Get your tickets and information at mountdorascott.com. That's mountdorascott.com.
Now Taxes is using Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get your refund so you can do more with it right in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. See guaranteed details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. After an accident, don't speak to the insurance company. They aren't your friend, and any statement you give them could be used against you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
I have your weekend plans. Join me, Taco Bob, at the Orlando Harley-Davidson Historic Factory on 5-4 across from the mall at Millennia. Starting at 1 this Saturday. It's Chrome Coming 2025. They've got all the brand new 2025 Harleys. Plus, on site, we're going to have a food truck, full bar, and, oh yeah, bikini contest, which I'll be hosting. So again, that's this Saturday, February 8th, starting at 1 at Orlando Harley-Davidson. Chrome Coming 2025. Please remember to drink responsibly.
Tijuana Flats is back better than ever. I tried the new blackened chicken bowl. So flavorful. Plus, get $2 queso with any bowl or burrito. Next time, I'm trying the burrito with fresh grilled steak at Tijuana Flats. See for yourself.
Hey, Mom, I've been meaning to talk to you about some new COVID information I saw online.
Uh-huh.
I read that black folks like us with certain conditions like diabetes, heart disease, mental health conditions, or being 50 and older, like you, are at high risk.
Boy, you sound like a commercial.
I'm just saying. I know you love your ginger teas and essential oils, but remember, there are treatment options for COVID-19.
I promise if I get sick again, I'll call my doctor to ask about my options.
Visit WeTalkWeRise.com to learn more. Brought to you by Pfizer.
This Earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassy's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-N-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Friday, February 7th, 2025. Lots to get to today, from big Super Bowl drama drops to a doctor's viral video causes chaos online, and Kanye West melts down in a shocking tweet storm. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Sabrina is out. Hello, C-Lane.
Good day.
Hello to you, Josh.
Hello.
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right in the studio in real time. And this never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What happened?
Double checking here. We got a last minute message, believe it or not. This inbox was deleted, but it just keeps showing back up.
Undeleted?
It did. It's a last-minute message from that crazy American lady in Pakistan. Let's see what she said.
Have a great Friday, you mother...
We did it, everybody! Yeah. That's right. We made our way through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday has arrived. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it. The weekend is upon us. There you go. Josh is patting himself on the back. You had that coming. What is this? I don't know what it is, but
I don't know. I had to find something last minute because I don't know. I don't know what Sabrina usually plays, so I got on the thing and said high energy dance music.
All right, I like it. Well, how's everybody doing on a Friday?
Got to be honest with you, Sean.
Not good? What's happening?
No, we're great.
Wait, what's going on?
We're just doing good.
Yeah,
I don't believe
cool guys.
We're just cool guys doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
I got something on my face or something?
No, you're great.
This feels like you guys are colluding against me.
No,
here.
it's one of those days where like it's a good day for you to not have been here at work.
Oh, really?
Or then you would also have sampled some of the things that we did.
Oh, you guys are getting hammered over there?
Buddy.
Not on purpose.
What? You're accidentally getting hammered?
Yes.
I don't even think that's a thing. Yeah, you can't do that.
Landed on his back and some 120 proof beer landed in his mouth.
My God, officer, it was a complete accident. I don't know what happened. One minute I was walking, and the next minute, here I am driving my vehicle with 18 drinks in my body right now. It's not going to work. You can't do that.
Could.
How strong was this beer?
You want to guess?
Oh, my God, he's hammered. He's right to the veins. Save that. Save some of that for me, all right? Right now,
sure.
We'll put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse, and we'll see what's happening in this big drunk world of ours.
Fingers on our ears.
We go to... we go to CNN, friends, where things get strange for our clip of the day. Here we go.
So this is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online. So that would be
unfortunate.
So CNN going hog wild. They're talking about these DOGE kids, or the young folks who work for Elon Musk's DOGE thing. They're going through and like slicing and dicing in the government in Washington. And I guess one of them has a nickname, Big Balls. And it's just so weird to hear that on CNN.
So this is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online. So that would be one way that we could refer to him. He is now working at Musk's behest.
Just in case you were wondering, if you were a childhood friend who coined the nickname Big Balls, this is a big win. Like if you like, this would be like for me if CNN goes, the host of the show, the News Junkie, Sean Wasson, said these comments. His co-host Christopher Dolores Lane, and like if they said that on CNN, I go, I'm done, I'm out, I'm done, I won. This is great. And if you heard that on CNN and you came up with that nickname, you are really celebrating.
Inside DOGE. And we looked into his background.
Oh, they put it on the Chiron, too.
It's on the screen.
Aaron, one of which is that this individual has founded multiple companies, including one with another unfortunate name, Tesla.Sexy LLC. In 2021, he would have been around 16 years old. Now, this LLC controls dozens of web domains.
So, Kara, you hear this, and you have known Elon Musk for years. So now you look at these young men who are now in data and in the private information
like
about maybe
balls.
hundreds of millions of American citizens as young as 19, the big balls here.
Works in it again. Big balls
Big
here.
balls here. I
Why
almost
not?
feel like she's just having fun with it at that
They
point.
are. 100%. Whoever saw that at CNN, like in the department where they research this stuff, like they go, it looks like he once used the name Big Balls on social media. They go, run with it. We're saying that.
The hilarious part is this is deliberate. Like the guy had the name. They're purposely saying Big Balls because it was, even though they're calling it unfortunate, it was this guy's online handle. Whereas other clips that we've had, like the We Too Low and the holy F word or whatever, like those were like
Something Wong.
Something Wong. Those were pranks.
Yeah.
This is just like, all right, we got to talk about big balls here.
The man known as Big Balls. It takes a lot out of the story, I think, sometimes.
Also, it's just, whoever created the nickname is a win for him, and it's a win for Big Balls himself. Because if anybody doubted him, they're like, they said it on CNN. All right?
Unfortunately, if he meets some lovely lady or gentleman, I don't know what this guy's proclivities are, and then goes out for a wild night on the town, if they aren't upon reveal as advertised, there could be a backlash. You know what I mean? Like that would be like if you had a nickname as a youngin out on the dating scene that implied that you were a very large man, and then all of a sudden you get to the finish line and they go, well, what are you doing here? And you're not large, like say a Josh Fowler or something. Then it would you get roped up in this. That
seems like you have some inside information on this.
They actually call him Little Balls. That's one of the nicknames going around iHeart at the moment.
The hilarious part, it's like, do women really care about that?
I don't think they
It's like, there's no, it's not like they're like, oh, I got him, I took him home and I was disappointed because they weren't big balls I was expecting.
Honestly, the twig was incredibly short, but the berries were massive. Just really the win I'm looking for here.
You had to do all the work with the berries. On account of...
All right, I got to stop.
Yep.
Okay, Super Bowl. These Super Bowl licks, LIX, coming up on Sunday. You guys going to be betting any money? Josh, you're a betting guy. What are you betting on? Are you betting on, what are the teams straight up? Are you doing a crazy parlay like you do?
I might do a crazy parlay. I haven't even looked yet. I'm going to put money on Eagles, though, I think.
I don't know if my son Dylan took that from you, but all of a sudden he's doing that.
He has much
betting?
more success than I do.
Yeah, he'll send me over a Josh Fowler type parlay, and he'll go, all I need is for these 17 things to happen, and you don't have to worry about sending me money anymore because I will be very, very wealthy. And I'm like, he's got the first 5 going or something. It's exciting, but it's tough. It's tough to land those.
It is.
Makes the game more fun, though, right? When you have a couple bucks on the line.
Like four legs of the parlay are done, and then someone blows it on the 5th one, and then ultimate depression.
Yeah.
Never making it out.
The only thing I don't like about that is I always thought these guys were fake. When you go to a bar and the football game's on, there's always that one guy who's way too mad about what's happening, and he goes, you wouldn't believe the amount of money I have on this. Oh, I'm getting crushed here. My bank account. And I always think, that's the dude that has $50 on this game.
Well, when you have like an 18-leg parlay, is it legs that you call them, Josh? Because
Yes.
I've never parlayed before.
I have very little parlay experience.
That's what we say in the parlay world.
When you have so many requirements to achieve money, that you make the mistake of acting like the money is already yours. You're like, oh my gosh, I lost $15,000 on that fumble. Like, no, you didn't. You bet 3, asshole.
True. That's what they'll do. That's exactly what they do. They'll go, I got $25,000 riding on this game. And you go, do you? Yeah, well, I bet 7.
The
and if
money
I
was
get the
never
coin
yours.
toss, and if I get the Gatorade, and if I get this team and that team, you're like, oh, you don't have $25,000 on the line. Come on, man. It's going to be a big game.
They're
it's
like,
going
well,
to be
he didn't flip the coin straight into the Gatorade, so I'm out $6 million.
The NFL's chief media officer says, and I guess this is kind of his job, isn't it? The Super Bowl could be the most watched ever on Sunday. Whoa. Brian Rolop, the chief media officer for the NFL, says that this is going to be a big one. It's got a chance to top the most watched game ever, which is last year's Kansas City Chiefs victory over the San Francisco 49ers. I remember it like it was yesterday. He says it's got a chance. Considering the last time they met 2 years ago, it was the second most watched Super Bowl. So if the game is close, I think it's got a chance. And just in case you were wondering, you can watch the Super Bowl on Tubi. So you don't even have to have like a streaming service or a cable service or an over-the-air thing. As long as you got the internet, Tubi, as far as I'm aware, is totally free.
My YouTube TV is trying to get me to like, hey, watch the Super Bowl in 4K. You add the 4K package, you can watch it in 4K. And I'm like,
no way. They charge you extra for that?
For the 4K package, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So you got like an HD package, but they have an upgrade.
I got the regular, however the stations are serving up the content, but the 4K is an upgrade. And it's like, well, it would be nice if you just let me do it for a day. Like, I know there's a trial, but like, give me a one-time fee to watch this thing in 4K.
Yeah, of course they're going to do that. Why wouldn't they? They're going to get us all excited for these Super Bowl commercials. We get to see, thanks to Mountain Dew, Seal as a seal. And it's really making my day. I'm honest with you. Like, the work here is magnifique. They have taken Seal and they have turned him into a seal. In an effort to sell Mountain Dew, you'll get to see this during the Super Bowl commercials. It's beautiful. It truly is. It's a wonder. And I can only imagine what it must be like to be Seal and to see this come to fruition. So congratulations to him. Oh, this was directed, the Super Bowl commercial, by, here we go, Taika Waititi? Is that how you say his name?
Taika.
Taika Waititi was the one who directed this and came up with, I guess, this idea. Which
is it, Waititi or Waititi? I feel like it's like one of those Hawaiian kind of things. He's probably not Hawaiian. I'm probably getting that super wrong.
He's what's the native New Zealander? Maori.
Is he really? Okay. Well, he did this, and congrats to him for coming together.
You know, Seal has 6 names.
Wait, does he?
Yeah.
What's his full name? What's the whole thing?
Seal, that's really part of his name.
His real name
is Seal? First name is really
That's
Seal.
Cool.
Seal, Henry, Olusegun, Alumide, Adiola, Samuel.
Wow. All right. It's beautiful. Rolls right off
Harry
the tongue.
Potter.
We'll get to more of what you're going to see during the game, some of the Super Bowl drama that is headed our way. The security is tightening up. It's getting a little bit crazy, even over on Bourbon Street or anywhere around where this arena is or the stadium is for Super Bowl LIX that is going down on Sunday. So we'll hit on all the drama with that, and we'll talk about everything that we need to know ahead of time. When we come back, at some point, we'll talk about what's going on with Kanye West, because someone needs to just dart that man. Kanye should hire somebody on his team that sits up like in the crow's nest with a sniper rifle, with a dart and a sedative, and then when he picks up his phone and starts doing this, bam, just hit him and stop him mid-Tweetstorm, because it got weird. And I don't know. I don't know if there's any coming back from any of this, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the most expensive food they're selling at the Super Bowl. We got an email from you to get to that I think is very, very nice. Why not spread the word? And so much more on a busy Friday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
What's more exciting than a brand new iPhone with a dozen cameras? How about Real Radio on your iPhone? Just tell Siri to play Real Radio 104.1.
There's a couple accidents to keep an eye out for on the roadways here, where Champions Gate Boulevard meets Berwick Drive. On Conroy Road at John Young Parkway, there's a crash there as well. Emergency crews are clearing up an accident on Colonial Drive at Old State Road 13. Just travel with caution on the roadways here. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Get Wawa Rewards' biggest deal of the year before it's gone. Redeem bonus offers for $1 hot coffee, $2 iced coffee, and $3 Monster Energy every day, as many times as you want. Now through February 16th.
These times of massive inflation have people just like you strapped.
As far as my debt, I was drowning in debt. My balances were never going down. I was making payments every month. It was just draining every resource I had.
The Debt Management Group can help. In the first free call, they will explain all the relief programs you may qualify for to get you out of debt fast.
They saved me thousands of dollars, especially in interest. I would have never paid off this debt without their help.
I felt like it was a burden lifted off my shoulders. It felt amazing, and I felt like I could actually see a future for me and my kids.
The sooner you call, the faster you can get the relief you deserve. It's free information on all the debt relief programs you qualify for, plus guaranteed confidentiality. Call 800-933-3470. That's 800-933-3470. Call now to find out about the best debt forgiveness, consolidation, modification, and settlement programs available. 800-933-3470. That's 800-933-3470.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Hey, Ma, I've been meaning to talk to you about some new COVID information I saw online. I read that black folks like us with certain conditions like diabetes, heart disease, mental health conditions, or being 50 and older, like you, are at high risk.
Boy, you sound like a commercial.
I'm just saying. I know you love your ginger teas and essential oils, but remember, there are treatment options for COVID-19.
I promise if I get sick again, I'll call my doctor to ask about my options.
Visit WeTalkWeRise.com to learn more. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Scott for Scott's here. Your lawn is meant for all things bonus. Bonus relaxing, bonus playing, bonus beauty. But when dollar weed and clover are popping up everywhere, it's time to start cutting them back with Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S. It kills dollar weed and clover and feeds your grass so it grows thick and strong to crowd out future weeds. Now that's worth some bonus points, eh?
Get a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S today. It's guaranteed or your money back.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
Warning, if you're thinking about surgery to fix your chronic joint pain, stop, because surgery can be risky, painful, and come with a lengthy recovery time. But there is an alternative, a groundbreaking therapy that revitalizes damaged tissue with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. QC Kinetics has successfully treated tens of thousands of patients, freeing them from pain in their knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints. Before you resort to invasive surgery, find out if you're a candidate for this advanced regenerative therapy by calling 689-314-7578. Don't let chronic pain dictate your life any longer, and don't risk surgery. Learn more about the joint pain therapy endorsed by professional athletes and available now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. To find out if you're eligible, request a free consultation from QC Kinetics. You owe it to yourself to learn more about this surgery-free alternative with no drugs and no downtime. Call QC Kinetics today, 689-314-7578. 689-314-7578.
People told me I needed to slow down. I told them I don't know how. I'm experiencing things I've only dreamed of. I have my freedom back. So while some days might be harder than others, I know a place I can go where I can feel strong and supported.
At VA, we're using technology to help veterans recover faster and live their lives to the fullest. Help us redefine the future of veteran healthcare.
Explore opportunities at vacareers.va.gov.
I'm Greg Rosenthal, host of NFL Daily. Join me live from Radio Row in New Orleans. I'll be interviewing the NFL's biggest names all week long. NFL Daily will have you ready for this year's big moment. Will it be Mahomes completing the three-peat or Jalen Hurts avenging their Super Bowl 57 loss? We'll be there on the field after the game. Full recap, interviews with this year's Super Bowl champions. Don't miss it. Listen to NFL Daily on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow NFL Daily and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
In this edition of the Marketer's Report, Corey Marchesotto, Chief Marketing Officer of Elf Beauty, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports, talks about finding the right partners for your brand.
I see brands as antennas, and every antenna sends out a frequency. We call it the ELF signal. So we send out the ELF signal, and what comes back is people who want to be a part of this story. Once you know firmly who you are, you've codified it, and you can put that out into the universe. What happens from there is it begins to attract kindred spirits. Why are we partnered with Billie Jean King? Because she champions equality. Why are we partnering with iHeart? Because we want to advance women in sports.
Women's sports just got louder thanks to ELF and iHeartMedia. As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia can get more people to hear your message than anyone else. We can also get a better response rate for all your marketing. For better results for every budget, visit iHeartAdvertising.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BANK, B-A-N-K, BANK. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
Want to explore our world a little bit more? ? Go over to the website, which is thenewsjunkie.com. The website is thenewsjunkie.com. Super Bowl LIX is coming up this weekend. It's going to be huge. A lot of people are going to be watching it. So obviously here at the News Junkie radio show, we go to the ultimate sports authority, the person who knows more about sports than anybody else on planet Earth, President Donald Trump. Let's see what he says about things. Trump truthed this out, so you know it's official. He says, 2 great quarterbacks in this game, also an unbelievable running back, and the absolute best tight end in football ever. He could say this different ways. I took a choice there.
Yeah.
Incredible coaching. If they would only get rid of that really weird-looking new kickoff deal, which actually makes football more dangerous, they'd be doing everybody, especially the fans, a big favor.
Talk about the tight end again. How's that go?
The absolute best tight end in football ever. Yeah.
With club sauce.
I do kind of sound like I'm selling sandwiches, don't I? It's my how does my sexiest attempt end up like I'm trying to sell a Carl's Jr. burger? I'm just, ladies, I'm not going to be able to do it for you over here. I'm sorry. All caps. Anyway, it'll be a great game, says Trump. I'll be doing the interview before the game at 3 p.m. There hasn't been one in 4 years. Gee, I wonder why, he says. I think he's talking about Sleepy Joe there. But right after that, Trump got to the most serious thing, the most pressing issue, the biggest thing ahead of us before the Super Bowl, the thing affecting us as a country more than anything you could ever imagine. He said, I will be signing an executive order next week, ending the ridiculous Biden push for paper straws, which don't work. Back to plastic, he says. And when I saw this, I was like, okay, so executive orders are just for everything now, huh? Like,
yeah. So it seems unnecessary.
And, you know, in our lives, when we say things like, you know what really grinds my gears? When you're the president now, when you say that, you just go, bring me an executive order, right? Like, you know what really bothers me? I don't like when this happens. And then you just sign an executive order, and then on to the next thing. The push for paper straws is over. There were some winners and losers, but we don't need to go over that. We need to focus on the big stuff.
He's like, listen, I'll be signing an executive order. When things are buy one, get one, you can get one at half price. You don't have to buy one to get two. I'm signing. This is a big one. It's a big one. This signature,
it's a big one.
This signature's a 10.
Right across that thing. So the Super Bowl is coming up, and we have to talk to Gen Z real quick. And Gen Z, I'd like you to respond to the accusations that are about to be leveled at you.
Uh-oh.
All right, I understand that you may be a little prickly, and you may take this in various ways. But as the Super Bowl is on the horizon, we have a lot of people who maybe don't frequent bars who will be going to a bar. You know, I'll be going to a bar, go out and watch the game on a big giant screen with a bunch of other people. It's more fun that way. And when you go out, there are certain bar rules, I guess, that you follow. All of us are very good at that. Myself, C-Lane, Josh have been to bars many times. Might say too many times, but we know
we've mostly followed bar rules. We've bent a few of them.
C-Lane's been kicked out of some bars, folks. I just got to put it out there. All right,
Never.
I have never.
I don't think I've ever. The service has stopped.
Oh, wait. I like how you phrased that. Did the bartender come up to you and say, the service has stopped?
I have been.
Strangely, just for you, but
I have been cut off, but I have never been escorted out that I can recall.
Well, this story from Vox, the news website, says, is Gen Z bad at going to bars? And Gen Zers, I want you to respond to this. Tell me what you think. If you think this is accurate, let me know. The story says they're having less sex and they're praying more. Okay. They look old,
with
but
an
are
A or an E?
Praying, P-R-A-Y-I-N-G. This sort of pray is what they're going for. Yeah. They look old, but are taxonomically young. They love TikTok and social media, but are antisocial and the loneliest young people have ever been. Now that they're adults, they've entered a new arena, the bar. It gets more disturbing to me every year that goes by when you see you can't buy alcohol unless you were born after this date.
It's 2004 now.
I don't like that. But they say that Gen Zers...
My high school diploma is about to be old enough to drink.
That's a moment in your life. They say Gen Zers have no idea how to act at their local watering hole. The main points of contention are around payment rules and gathering expectations. And bartenders report the generational shift in behavior is a pain in the ass for service workers. One of the big things is that they say younger people, Gen Zers, when you go to the bar for this Super Bowl, they have a habit of closing their tab out every single time, which is annoying for the people who work at the bars, I guess.
It's annoying, but if they're decent tippers, it can be beneficial.
True.
Depends, yeah. If they go, here's the problem, though, C-Lane. If I buy one beer at a bar and the beer is $4, tipping $2 on that doesn't seem that bad. Seems like an okay thing because you just gave me one beer. I gave you $2. A fair trade that's happened here. But if I get like 5 beers and I don't tip every single time like that, then like what if they go down? Like sometimes I give you $1, sometimes now I'm going to give you 25 cents on you have to make sure it makes sense in terms of your total visit, because if you just keep nickel and diming them, I think that's what will make a bartender mad. I don't know if is the process of like printing out the receipt and doing all that a big deal? Is that hard?
I think they do it so often that it's not really.
Don't think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. A Gen Z getting a lot of shots fired in the direction right now. Vendasora on Twitch says, there were so many Gen Zs at Wally's last weekend. It was terrible. BDMX Con defends them. BDMX Con says, it's also annoying being young and broke. That's true. It's tough. You don't have a lot of money when you're that young, when you're just starting out in the world. But they are bad at going to bars, according to this. It's soul crushing, says Izzy Tulloch, a bartender with more than 12 years of experience in New York City. It's one of the busiest moments of their work nights, or their year for the Super Bowl, in fact. And they said, when you close a tab, hold it out, and ask for people to do the tip, it could take up to 2 minutes. So if you do this each time for 8 people, 16 minutes to get those tabs. So if there's like 8 Gen Zers and they're all doing the tab for every single thing, I could see how that would get really annoying. Don't ruin the Super Bowl. Don't do this. Make sure you're following the rules. That's the least you could do, I think.
I was thinking about this yesterday. Are there bars that counter-program the Super Bowl? Like that have TVs but just don't show it?
What would you put on? What would you counter-program with? Puppy Bowl?
But that's during halftime.
Yeah. You mean for the whole thing? Yeah. Because I love it. ESPN throws in the towel. It's hilarious. ESPN will put on cornhole tournaments or like handball.
But like for
highlight, the Ocho, yeah.
For most like TV stations, radio stations even, counter-programming the Super Bowl is very easy. You just some of the cable networks, they just put on a handful of decent movies to think they maybe could get some stragglers. Like you said, ESPN gives up, but it doesn't take manpower. If you're a bar that's open during the Super Bowl, but you're not showing it. You still are staffing that with people that are just crossing their fingers they don't walk with nothing.
Right.
What is it? What is the... if you're a bar, I'd love to hear from you if you're doing that. And then
I'm a bar.
What is the... Hello, bar. I haven't seen you in years. You've changed.
I have drinks. I have TVs. I have a staff.
What's the draw to go to that bar? Is just to avoid sports people?
Maybe. Well, if you think about it like this, more people don't watch the Super Bowl than watch the Super Bowl. So, if you think about it like that, you might be better served to counter program. But the people who are going to go to the bar on Super Bowl Sunday are going to go, hey, why isn't the Super Bowl on the TV? And you're going to get annoyed every single time somebody comes in. There's a lot to
Josh,
chew on.
The beer bar that you used to work at with the arcade games.
Yes.
Did you guys show the Super Bowl at that bar?
No.
What'd you do?
Were you open during it?
Open?
I never worked Sundays. I think they stayed open and just played movies and kept the games running and stuff. There's people that don't like sports that would prefer to play arcade games always.
I mean, I agree. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that you have something for
what they are. That's what they call them.
A lot to chew on at the Super Bowl. They say they're going to serve about 250,000 meals for the long weekend that leads up to it, including 5,000 alligator sausages, 6,500 pounds of shrimp for po' boys, 50,000 Liedenheimer baguettes for po' boys, 50,000 cocktails, and 700,000 ounces of beer.
This is not. This is just in New Orleans in general, or this is at the game?
This is just around the game, they said. Sodexo is the company that is doing all the meals for the official game events.
I don't know if I've had an alligator sausage.
I think I have. I
might have.
Sounds good.
It's always okay. Just okay. Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. Danny emails this show. He says, thank you to all three of you for giving so much of yourselves for our entertainment and for a great perspective on the news of the day. You truly are the news junkies, and I appreciate you all very much, including Josh and Fritz when they fill in, says Danny. Oh, look at that. Thank you, Danny, for the nice email. Kind of making us feel good on a day like this.
Boy.
If you want to follow that with something nice, mean, or somewhere in between, didn't do that on purpose, you can send an email to tips@thenewsjunkie.com, TIPS at thenewsjunkie with an IE on the end.com. And we'll see what you have on your mind. Send your dispatches if you'd like to record those thoughts, or send a video dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com as well. Weed Consumer over on YouTube says, I don't know Josh is right. I don't know if Josh is right, but I'd rather play video games than watch the game. There's bound to be a lot of people that feel that way.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just a numbers game, honestly. That there's going to be people who just want to do something else. Even though I'm not a big sports fan, want to watch the game for whatever viral fun stuff is going to happen. So we'll see what does occur. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us that dispatch right now.
We have
when we return. Go ahead.
We have a listener in the area, in the Palm Coast area, that's very concerned.
Oh no!
They've been in the texting service, worried sick about our traffic reporter James Birmingham.
Oh no! What happened to him?
He just sounds very stuffy. He's like, somebody get this guy some Mucinex.
There's something going around, man. I don't know if Sabrina has it, but like, there's a lot of people.
She didn't answer when I asked if she thought it was the flu.
That's suspicious.
Maybe she just went back to sleep.
Also, is this whatever's going through your system? This virus going to last to the Monday after Super Bowl? Because I will tell you, everybody listening, that's a suspicious one to take off each year. If you take off that Monday, people are going to go, really? Just not feeling well today, huh?
I was sick on Super Bowl Monday one time.
But nobody's going to believe you, even if you truly were.
I was out. I either had the flu or it was COVID before COVID was really like mainstream.
Pre-COVID.
Kanye West dropped some pretty wild tweets. C-Lane's going to read them off right now in this next segment on the show.
Hey! No.
One of those is the worst thing ever.
I don't know which one I would like to read if I had to take a shot between the four tweets I'm looking at.
I have a clear winner of which one I would read I had to.
I think it's number 2. I think it would have to be number 2.
I'm not going to say it.
All right, since we each have to say one, I'll say that one. All white people are racist is the second tweet in line here. And mind you, this is just a small selection from Kanye's tweets overnight. Don't know what was going on. Don't know what this guy had happening. Like I said, he really should hire somebody to dart him with lithium when he starts acting up like this.
It's weird because, he said, I was misdiagnosed as bipolar and I'm really autistic. So now I'm off my bipolar medicine. And then this.
And then,
gotta go and take it.
yeah, this is why when everybody said, Sean, you got to listen to the experts. You have to listen to the experts. He said a real bona fide doctor said that he was autistic. And that's the problem that he faces in life. I know some autistic people. There's a lot of autistic people out there, somewhere on that spectrum. I don't know any of them that tweet like, say the fourth one, Josh, that tweet like this here. No, not going to coax you into that.
Now what, bitches?
Yeah, that second half of it's easier. I love H-word. It's a lot more difficult.
That's the first time I've ever heard Hitler called H-word.
Look, what am I going to say, man? I'm not doing that. He went all the way there and then a little further. And it's crazy because it's so hard to be a Kanye fan. I think it might be harder to be a Kanye fan than to be a Diddy fan, than to be a fan of
No.
R. Kelly.
It's harder to be a Diddy fan.
You think so? I think it might be harder to defend Kanye because I'll say this. I think Kanye, in the musical sense, is a genius. He's made some amazing songs, and he's one of the best rappers I've ever heard in my life. I really like his music. I think he's fantastic. But to actually defend him as a fan is impossible.
You think defending Kanye is harder than defending Diddy?
Yes, I do. Because
Diddy is a rapist.
Okay,
allegedly.
So, wait, hold on now. We got like innocent until proven guilty is on his side.
I said
right
allegedly.
Now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's got that. But Kanye West is
in
not.
The battle of rapist versus racist, you pick the racist?
This isn't just racist. He's checking off all of the boxes. He's literally like, what people are there that I can go after? White people, Jews. It's just taking them all out in a series of tweets. I think it's easier to defend Diddy because I could take the stance. I would go, this is a hack job.
Well, you hear that, Diddy? You got one.
All these.
I meant to do that one.
We'll take both of them.
It's you on Team Diddy and everyone else in that jail on Team Luigi.
I don't want to be on any team. I'm just saying, if you had to say who is the most difficult artist to defend as a fan, Kanye West fans have it very tough right now. R. Kelly fans can go, hey, look, he made some mistakes. He peed where he shouldn't have peed. He did some very bad things, and he's serving his time behind bars. Now he's found God, and he's going to be a better man, and he believes he can fly. And that's a little easier than just going like, hey, you like Kanye? What do you think about this tweet? Jewish people actually hate white people and use black people. And I'll go,
why didn't we pick number one? That one was a lot easier to read.
I just realized that. I just wanted to stay as far away as I could from number
Jewish
3.
in all caps and you stopped.
They're all
a
bad.
Good place to stop.
Kanye, it's just bad. It's unfixable. It's like Britney Spears. It's unfixable. It's just how he's going to be. He's crazy, man. It's crazy. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see what you think. Maybe you disagree on who is the hardest artist of some type to defend. Like, you're a fan of this person, but then if you say that, you feel horrible about it. Let us know with your dispatches at thenewsjunkie.com. We're going to talk about a cruise gone wrong when we return. We got more news from the Trump world. There's Congress people fighting and screaming at security guards. We'll play some of that. We got a lot for you. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s.
Forecast, and the rest of our day will feature increasing sunshine and warm temperatures. It's going to be a really pleasant stretch as we head throughout the rest of the weekend. Highs today will be right around 83 degrees in Orlando. Tomorrow and Sunday, a high of 84 with a good amount of sunshine. As we look ahead towards next week, more unsettled weather starts to move in, especially closer to the end of the week. Still stay on the warm side, though, with highs nearing the upper 80s by midweek. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by the NickleyGroup.com.
Thinking about selling your home? Well, hold on to your packing tape. The Nickley Group can sell houses faster than you can find that one missing sock. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home from the Nickley Group today. Visit thenickleyGroup.com.
Allergies are torture, but Exact from Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you beat your allergies for good. Exact is clinically proven to give long-term lasting allergy relief in 3 injections. That's right, allergy relief in 3 injections. No matter how long you've suffered, no matter what else you've tried, with 3 injections, you can experience relief from your allergies. Exact from Aspire Allergy and Sinus. Go to aspireallergy.com to book your appointment today. aspireallergy.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with DayQuil VapoCool. It's DayQuil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is DayQuil VapoCool.
DayQuil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Starting the journey to become a nurse can be confusing, but the first step is surprisingly simple. Join us at Galen College of Nursing's upcoming open house. You'll get to meet advisors, current students, and faculty. Plus, learn about the personalized student support Galen offers to help you succeed in nursing school. RSVP now for our open house on Tuesday, February 18th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. by visiting galencollege.edu/Orlando.
Before the Great American Race on Sunday, the high banks of Daytona heat up with a Saturday night showdown in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Experience the intense competition up close on the sport's biggest stage to kick off the 2025 season. The NASCAR Xfinity Series at Daytona International Speedway, Saturday, February 15th. Tickets start at just $49, and kids 12 and under are free in general admission. Secure your seats now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Roll with Hard Rock Bet for Big Game 59, because we're rolling out over $5.9 million in bonus bets. The big game kicks off Sunday in New Orleans, but get your share of Big Easy bonus bets now, so you can place more bets on us instead of using your own cash. It's the big game rollout. $5.9 million in promos, only on Hard Rock Bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Looking for the best donuts and breakfast treats in town? Then you got to go check out Shipley's Donuts. With more than 60 varieties to choose from, Shipley's Donuts serves freshly made delights daily. Visit them today at 2225 South Cimarron Boulevard.
It's time to throw out your overpriced big wireless contract. Throw it overboard. You can get an iPhone 14 or Samsung Galaxy for $0 with a qualifying plan of just $45 a month. Get unlimited talk, unlimited text, 25 gigs of data, mobile hotspot. You get all of it. So get your new iPhone 14 or Samsung Galaxy for $0. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword Pure Talk, pound 250, keyword Pure Talk from Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
Listen to the In Touch Radio Network on iHeartRadio, featuring the biblically based teachings of Dr. Charles Stanley. Just search for the In Touch Ministries channel on the iHeartRadio app or visit intouch.org.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
Love, and I mean this from the bottom of my tiny little heart. I mean this to you. And I've seen it so many times in the last maybe 6 months or so that my heart is actually growing and getting a little bigger like the Grinch. I see so often on subreddits for podcasting and different radio shows and all different places on social media where people will ask, and I'll just stumble across these, honestly. They'll go, what should I listen to? What radio shows are actually good anymore? What podcasts am I missing out on? And those of you who show up in the comments threads there and represent for this show, I see you. I appreciate you.
That's super nice.
You're the best. Yeah, I see it all the time. Saw it just yesterday, a couple of posts like that where people go, oh, man, I love this show. Stumbled across it. They're on a bunch of stations. Blah, 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 blah. Love that, love that, love that. So keep doing that. It definitely does help. Absolutely. Now, we've got to talk about a few things. One, I struggle with this. I don't know what to make of it when I see something like this.
Poor metabolism.
I do struggle with that, but that's just hurting my feelings. This is something that I saw these headlines this week. And of course, everything's overwhelmed by the Super Bowl. We'll get into some of the fun drama around that in a bit. But there was also something else big in the world of sports and competition this week. And as everyone knows, that's Germany's deer calling world championship. And this is where the real hardcore people go to compete in deer calling.
Now, are you
fall into it, but
awarded by having the best call or the most effective because your call has brought the best deer? Is there any deer killing in the deer calling?
I think it's like there's a panel of people and they know what a real good one sounds like. And they go, damn, that was really good. So you're the champion of the world with these deer calls. The strange thing is you got this juxtaposition of hunting, deer, manly, but some of these guys take the deer calls and they like deep throat them as they're doing the deer call. So it's a weird thing to behold.
What are the deer calls shaped like?
Oh, well, we'll see here. Let's see. This is number 3.
Oh, my.
I don't know how this works, but
that guy looks like he's throwing up.
This is it's telescopic, but I'll tell you, it looks just this screenshot right here. Look, it looks very.
He's checking the oil there too.
Yeah, he's doing the front service and the back service in all of this. I didn't know that this is what a deer call sounded like. I had no idea. I guess I just never heard a deer before, but these guys are the masters at it. I want to hear it more.
Oh, they have an anonymous panel?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Right? There's a wall, folks, and on the other side of the wall, people who are the judges just raise up their vote like 1 out of 5. And they cannot see the judges. They just raise their number up over the fence to put their vote in for Germany's deer calling championship. But they're playing too much music over this. I really want to hear the actual deer call itself. Will this be without music? No, this is terrible. I need the actual sound of the deer calls. Here, this might be one. This might be good.
many people try
Congratulations, sir. Holy cow. You've done it.
Deer.
A German deer calling championship. And to the winners go the spoils. $1,000 for the grand prize for the gentleman who makes that happen the most.
CNJ Forge on YouTube says that's a grunt call that's made by bucks.
Really?
That's what I was about to say, actually.
A grunt call.
Yeah,
And
we hear it often in deer hunting.
You don't know about deer hunting. Have you ever been deer hunting in your life, Josh?
Yep.
You have not been deer hunting. I can look at you.
I have a bow and a rifle.
You do not have either one of those things. I could see the shine on you. You've never been out hunting with the boys like I have. Been out hog hunting. You know what I mean?
Your Marine buddies?
They could be in the Marines. I don't know. I don't ask those kind of questions. These are tough guys. They are very, very tough individuals. We have to talk about the Super Bowl. Super Bowl security is stepped up. It is significant. Why? You not only have the biggest event of the year, it's right by where there was just a terrorist attack. And for the first time ever, the sitting president of the United States, Donald Trump, is going to be visiting the Super Bowl. Don't know how that's never happened before, but they say the security is tight as a drum.
They've supersized security at this year's Super Bowl. On Bourbon Street, scene of the New Year's Day terror attack, you couldn't go a few feet without seeing the heavy security presence.
Oh, full like military guys out there. Like full on automatic, semi-automatic weapons, and they got camouflage on right in the streets of Bourbon Street.
From armored vehicles,
right on Bourbon
local
Street.
cops on horseback, even the National Guard with long guns.
Were you really worried when you found out that the president would be coming?
We were not worried. We anticipated that might occur, so we kind of knew that would be a potential, and we started planning that before there was...
This lady is in charge? She's the one?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
God, I don't want to wade into these waters right now. It's not that she's a woman in charge. Women could be in charge of anything. She's like an old lady. It's like she looks like she's an elderly woman.
Would you rather her be out in the field?
I would rather the person maybe be a bit younger that was in this position. I look at this lady. She looks like an old school teacher or something. It's not that she's a woman, okay? It's just an older person being in this position. She's in charge of security for this whole event, I guess.
What's her position? The superintendent of police?
I believe so. I think. I don't know if they say it here on the report at all.
Security in the air is, of course, a major concern. The FAA has declared a no-drone zone around the Superdome all week, leading up to the big game. A squadron of aircraft, including Black Hawk helicopters, is patrolling the skies looking for signs of concern.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is it too soon for the Blackhawks to be around a big event like that with what happened with the American Airlines flight? I hope nothing bad happens for the Super Bowl. I hope that the security apparatus works as intended. I hope that everybody has a fun time. But they're definitely on edge, as you could imagine, with the size of this event and the fact that the president is going to be there for the first time ever. Let us know what you think. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com, and over there you can send a video, audio dispatch, whatever you want to do, a video or audio dispatch. I like to see your face. Video dispatches are nice. But send yours now at thenewsjunkie.com. I saw something that is related to a story we talked about this week. We said that Black Sabbath was reuniting with Ozzy Osbourne.
Right. Everybody's really excited about this.
You don't care?
It's not that I don't care. I don't care, but that's
all aboard.
I just I think expectations should be low.
Well, the thing that I saw from Rolling Stone said, and this was a tweet from them, Ozzy Osbourne's Parkinson's disease has progressed to the point where the musician is no longer able to walk.
Right. And he was like not in a wheelchair. I think he might have been in a wheelchair on the side stage. And they put him on the throne, and he sat in the throne for his induction to the Rock Hall.
Mm-hmm.
But how much is he going to perform, and to what level?
Yeah. I did. Like the Parkinson's, I guess, is pretty bad. Hopefully he'll be able to pull it off. Man Kickin' says, Sean threw away his shovel and decided to dig a hole with an excavator today. Hey, I'm just asking questions, buddy. That's what I'm doing over here. Abraham Dragonfriend says, she's 65, which is young compared to most of our politicians.
That is true.
That's a sad truth. Oh, God, a sad truth. And the only younger folks we have running through the government right now are big balls. That's like, we get one or the other, and it ain't great, man. It just ain't great. Let us know how you feel. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. When we come back, we'll get to some buzz on some of the more shocking commercials we may see during the Super Bowl. And this cruise story, it's a cruise from hell story, honestly. Usually you'll have a good time. This instance ends up with a big fat bill you have to pay after your cruise. What happened to this guy? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
This is Robert from Rockledge, Florida, and I just won $1,000.
Your next chance to win $1,000 is minutes away, courtesy of Mills Air on Real Radio 104.1.
There's stop-and-go traffic on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429 there. Emergency crews are clearing up an accident where Colonial Drive meets State Road 13. Watch out for a crash on Conroy Road where it meets John Young Parkway. Just travel with caution on the roadways this afternoon. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center of James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off, free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
Did you know that mortgage guy Don also does commercial and small business administration loans? If you have an existing SBA loan with a rate of 9% or more, then guess what? You're in luck, my friend. That mortgage guy Don can refinance your qualified high-interest SBA loan to a low fixed rate of 8.25%. Don't leave money on the table. Let that mortgage guy Don help you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. You want to buy a business or perhaps a franchise? That mortgage guy Don has your back and has over 50 sources for your SBA and business loans of all sizes. Start the process today by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Lace up your running shoes for a great cause. The 17th annual Fiddler's Green Charity 5K is happening Saturday, February 15th in beautiful Winter Park. Starting and finishing at Mead Garden, this scenic route winds through the charming College Quarter. Whether you're a seasoned runner or just looking for some fun, there's something for everyone. And the post-race party at Fiddler's is not to be missed. Over the years, this event has raised over $500,000 for local charities like Conductive Education Center of Orlando and Habitat for Humanity. Don't miss your chance to make a difference. Register now and get all the details at fiddlersgreen5k.org. See you at the starting line.
Oh, mornings. Some people love them.
Okay, you have everything for your math test. And Mom, you have my lunch.
Some people hate them.
Everybody get in the car. Go, go, go.
We've all got to do them. Good thing Wawa's up and ready for you every morning. With fresh coffee, hot sizzlies, and fast, friendly service to keep your morning moving right along. Mornings made easy. Gotta have a Wawa.
Great news! You're getting a Gabe store. Do you know about Gabe's? They offer the biggest brands for up to 70% off department store prices. You'll get huge savings on apparel and footwear for the whole family, plus picks for your home from their private label brand Old Time Pottery. Shop deals on personal care, everyday essentials, and pantry items too. Join the grand opening on February 8th at 1300 West International Speedway Boulevard in Daytona. Doors open at 9 a.m. Gabe's, find your deal.
Hey! It's Jesse Bon Jovi here. Are you ready to turn your everyday into a celebration? Meet Hampton Water Bubbly, your new favorite sparkling rosé. It's born in France, raised in the Hamptons. It's fresh, light, crisp, and easy to drink. Because in our house, there's always a reason to celebrate the everyday. So why wait? Uncork an instant upgrade with Hampton Water Bubbly. Rosé responsibly.
New Year's resolutions are in full swing. So here's one for you. Clear vision. Seriously, if you're dealing with contacts or glasses, laser vision correction at the Filatowski Eye Institute is a game changer. With over 65,000 procedures, they are the trusted choice for Central Florida. And they have 24-month interest-free financing. So you don't have to wait. You can start seeing clearly and stay on budget. Text 1041 to 868686 and schedule your free consultation today. Clear vision, clear future. It all starts with the Filatowski Eye Institute. Just text 1041 to 868686 now for your free LASIK consultation.
Taxes was not knowing your full financial picture.
Now Taxes is getting and maximizing your refund all in one place. Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get you the most money back, guaranteed. Then you can do more with all that money, all in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Get started today. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
Get Wawa Rewards' biggest deal of the year before it's gone. Any size hot coffee for $1. Any size iced coffee for $2. And a 16-ounce Monster Energy for $3. You can redeem these bonus offers every day, as many times as you want, now through February 16th. Don't miss it. $1 hot coffee, $2 iced coffee, and $3 Monster Energy drinks. Unlimited, now through February 16th. Gotta have a Wawa.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, PAY. P-A-Y. Pay. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
The outfit looks fantastic, honestly, and to hell with the haters. You are just the best. Thanks for being with us here on this lovely day. You can join us with the dispatch. We'll get to those in a short time here. Everybody's asking the big question, will Kendrick Lamar perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl on Sunday? Ooh. And I'm following it up with the question, what are his other songs that I should be watching for and singing along to? Because I think that's the only one I know. And I don't even think I can. Is that another one?
That's one of his newest, hottest ones.
It's called TV Off?
Yeah.
TV Off. Okay. I'll remember that so I sound like I'm plugged in.
When he shouts mustard, you'll know.
Mustard! So he just shouts that out
Pretty
at
much.
some point?
Yeah, just like you did.
Is the song about mustard, or is there a more general subject matter?
Mustard is the producer. That is Mustard on the Beat Ho.
Oh, I've heard that before somehow.
Yeah, that's his producer tag. It's in most of his songs.
All right. They still get away with saying ho and stuff? That's not all wiped out on account of the woke?
On TV, I don't know. Because of woke? No, woke's dead. I don't know if you heard, but DI, woke, it's all done.
Oh, praise the Lord in heaven above. Kendrick Lamar performing at the Super Bowl. And now let's go to chat for a weigh-in on this.
That clip of, I don't know what, like, government meeting it was, where they were talking about the trans athletes, and the one lady who apparently is fully embracing woke is dead. Because she said, like, tranny over and over again and didn't care.
I did. Yeah.
And the one guy was like, well, I don't know exactly the right pronouns and things to say. And she's like, you don't need to anymore. I was like, my gosh.
I'm in such a bad spot because I hate all the woke stuff and I think it's dumb and dopey and it really waters down our culture in a million ways. But I also hate the people who really hate it too. And like some of that, the movement against this, I go, God, I can't support anybody. There's no team worth being on. They're all a bunch of nerds out there, except for Kendrick Lamar, because he's the guy. And I know that there's going to be a guest appearance from SZA, so I'm excited about that. All right, it's going to be big.
And then this whole isn't she Taylor Swift going to join him thing. Have they even done anything together?
Yes.
They have.
They have.
K-Dot and T Swift.
Yes, K-Dot.
Listen to how cool I am, guys.
They had that song Bad Blood that he featured
on. Yeah, that's a big song.
Yeah.
That would be a massive one if he pulled that off and all of a sudden
ratings ever.
Yeah, that would be big. The other thing I would like to see, and this is no relation to the Super Bowl halftime show, and I'm ready. I was going to poll chat. So, Kendrick Lamar halftime show, yes or no? Are you excited? Yes or no in chat? Just trying to get a vibe of what people think about this ahead of the event. I'm ready for Kendrick Lamar to wow me and win me over. I'll buy To Pimp a Butterfly. I'll cruise around and jam it on my speakers, and I'll be your number one fan.
You sound
I'm ready.
Almost as cool as C-Lane saying K-Dot.
I felt I couldn't say that. I felt that I'm not at the point in my life where I can pull that off, so I stayed away from it. People saying yes. There's some yeses coming through here in terms of Kendrick Lamar. Yes or no? Are you excited about his Super Bowl halftime performance? More yeses than nos at the moment I'm seeing. But there's a no. There's some no's squeaking through. I hope all the no's leave room in your heart for the guy to impress you. You should always do that. Don't be that person. Like the person who goes, Kid Rock sucks and he'll never be good. And then if Kid Rock comes out, what if he does knock you down with a performance? And then to stay consistent, you feel like you got to go, that was terrible. Even if secretly you liked it. Don't be that way. Don't be a phony. Be legit about things. I want to be wowed. I'm excited for this stuff. I hope he knocks it out of the park. Lil Wayne is butthurt, though. Crazy drunk cat lady. You're right about that. Over to this story that I teased before the break. Cruising. It is a beautiful time to be out on the high seas. Josh, I think you went on a cruise not that long ago, didn't you?
I did over the summer.
He's a cruiser. What about you, C-Lane? You've been on a cruise before, yeah?
I've been on 2.
2 cruises for you. This guy went on Norwegian Cruise Line. He went out on one of their cruises. And much like many people in the United States of America right now, he had a bit of a problem. Well, you see, this guy, he got the flu while he was on board this Norwegian Cruise Line cruise. He was on the Encore, and it left Miami on a week-long tour of the Caribbean. During the trip, he gets sick, and he goes to the ship's medical center for treatment. Now, let me tell you something. I didn't know about this. I would have thought I'd pay a couple grand to go on a cruise. If I get sick, the reason you have a doctor on board is so that I've paid money for my cruise. Your doctor can help me out. That's not the way it works. He recovered after 3 days, but afterwards, they said, well, we got your 2 credit cards on file. We'll just charge them for your visit to the ship's medical center. They charged him $47,000.
I'm sorry, what?
$47,000. And it's okay. They had traveler's insurance, but the traveler's insurance does not want to pay this out until it's run by the medical insurance, the health insurance. The health insurance doesn't want to pay it because he wasn't in America. He was technically abroad when this happened.
That's why you get the traveler's insurance.
Exactly. Yeah, nobody wants to pay up on this. $47,000. I feel like if you're on the cruise ship, they're paying for the medical people to be there. That should be part of the cruise. That should be part of what you're paying for to ride on that cruise.
Even if it's not, it shouldn't be $47,000.
That's crazy money.
I don't even know if I have a credit card that would run for $47,000.
I mean, we could try it if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that. Yeah. That's a good idea right now. I don't know what we're going to buy with it.
Yeah,
but Josh,
where can we run a credit card for $47,000?
Neiman Marcus.
I don't know.
Every time hats that look like they've been put in a dryer with rocks.
Yes.
It's still expensive as hell. Every time I've tried to put a big charge on a card,
Sun State John said, "Did he give birth?"
I don't know. $47,000 for the flu. What is that even? How are you getting a bill up that high? It doesn't say anything about it. It just says it took him 3 days to recover, right? But yeah, he put it on a credit card. $47,000 was the charge on that one. And every time I've ever done a big purchase on a card and you throw over the card with authority, like, sir, I think one of the biggest ones I've done has been like 10 grand on something.
Whoa.
There you go.
Did you put the card between your pointer and middle finger and kind of frisbee it over there? Here you go.
Here you go.
Just go and slide it across the desk. Go, put it on that. That'll take it. And then every time that's happened to me, it's been declined. Every single time. They'll say this was a large, unexpected purchase, and we could put this on your card, or whatever the case is. Cool moment ruined every single time. All right, let's see what you have to say. Let's let you join us right now with some dispatches. That's what we have them for. Let's go over to our friend B. Dobbs chillin'. He's talking about Ozzy.
Happy Friday, gentlemen
Hey.
and junkies.
Saturday.
So in regards to Ozzy Osbourne, I did see him a couple years ago at Rockville, and he sounded fantastic. He was shuffling back and forth on the stage. It was pretty stationary in the middle of the stage, though. So it'll be interesting to see how he sounds now, wheelchair or not, or sitting down or not. I did see Phil Collins a couple of years ago, and though he had to use a cane to get to the middle of the stage, he sat on a stool pretty much the whole time and sang right into the microphone, but he sounded incredible.
Really? So even when he was struggling, that dude was knocking it out. He's dead now, right, Phil Collins?
No, I didn't think
He's
so.
alive.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't
He's
mean to
got a ton
RIP
of
him.
alimony to pay out.
Oh, God. I
can't
know
die.
he's had problems, but I thought
I think
he
he
was...
stopped touring was the thing.
He's 74.
Retired.
Sorry about that, Phil Collins and family. I apologize.
I'm still here.
Grand retraction. Here is Daddy Two Times. This just says about it.
We're just going to go past Josh's great Phil Collins impression.
I thought it was pretty good.
It's me,
But-
Phil Collins from the Lion King original soundtrack.
If I'm honest with you, C-Lan, I think his head's getting a little bit big because his RFK impersonation is so good that...
Well, he's got to do ones that aren't so hurtful to his vocal
I know.
cords.
That is
Well, no,
ruining me.
It's not the only thing. I think Josh is also struggling because he kind of feels bad about the RFK Jr. impersonation, even though it's spot on.
It's a neurological disorder that's helped by Botox injections to my throat.
That's true. I read that yesterday.
So now he's trying to do it as an activist for the causes that are like responsible for RFK Jr. sounding that way.
Correct.
That's a good place to be. Here's Daddy Two Times with a dispatch for us.
Hold on, Sean. So you're telling me you're shocked that the dude who makes every single thing about him one way or the other and has the power to and no problem abusing security details, taxpayer funds, whatever it may be that impacts the surrounding situation, you're telling me it shocks you that that dude is going to be the first sitting president to attend a Super Bowl? Ah, come on, bro.
Really?
We know he's about that.
What's that take? It's like, it's selfish for the president to go to the Super Bowl. It's a bad thing. This is kind of weird because we have a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation that happens with presidents sometimes. And I think sometimes your judgment is almost solely leaning on, do you actually like them or not? Do you support them? I personally don't think it's a big deal if the president goes to the Super Bowl. Does it make it more difficult? Hey, let's be real. Anytime the president comes to town, we've all seen it before. It could be a nightmare for traffic and for a lot of things. I don't know that it makes it that much worse because the security is already pretty tight for the Super Bowl. But that's just, I have a different take on it than you do. You're welcome to have yours, though, Daddy Two Times, and thank you for the dispatch. Oh, God. It's one of those dispatches. Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Black.
Our friend... Come on, man. Now I can't do it. I can't play it.
Jesus Christ.
It's Mo Manji, the realtor. I didn't mean... It's not what I was talking about.
That's what it sounded like to me.
One of those dispatches, the type of dispatch that I'm talking about, you'll know very soon. Just listen to what he says. Here's Mo Manji, the realtor.
Hey, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Go, Shorty. It's my birthday. Go, Shorty. It's my birthday. See you tonight at Cabos if you can make it. I hope to see you there. Thanks. Bye.
Happy birthday, Mo Manji.
Happy birthday, Mo Manji.
Happy birthday, Mo Manji.
We appreciate you. And here goes Sweaty Armpit Guy with a dispatch.
What's up, junkies? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. First off, Sean, thank you for getting the chat app back online.
What?
Kind of my go-to. Second off, Sean, I'm a little disappointed in you. Back in September, I tipped you off about some nuclear power stocks that you should be getting into.
Yeah, oh,
and
damn
then
it.
earlier this week, I hear you say you bought iHeart stock.
I did.
Which is down in the dumps. And my nuclear is up 400% from what I told you. Get with the program, buddy. Get on the trend or jump off the train.
All right, I am sorry that I did not make that buy. I wish I was up 400% with you. I decided that iHeart was my investment. I hope everybody goes along with me. I'm going to be like the roaring kitty for iHeart. Diamond hands, we're holding on. I'm a little ways in right now. So now it gets to the point where tiny little fluctuations are actual chunks of money that I don't like. And Courtney goes, will you stop looking at that? you stop looking at that app? I'm looking at Robinhood and I'm up and down, snip, snap. But I'm in for the long haul. I think this is going to be a fortuitous journey, and I hope you go along with me. Invest in iHeart. And I figure, at the very least, the stock's only $2. So if it goes to 20, we're doing well, right? It used to be at 20. In the last 10 years, it's been at 20 twice. And I figured this sounds like it would be good. At the end of the day, if we sold all our actual equipment, I feel like we could make enough money to get our money back if the company completely folds in on itself. It never will do that, though, because it's the greatest company in the world. Invest. Tips of the newsjunkie.com. And Tracy emails. She says, hello, junkies. I'm a longtime listener, Secret Show subscriber, too. Thank you for that. Thanks for great shows. Is the Android app still available? I had to get a new phone and reloading apps. I'm not finding one for the show. Please advise. Well, we just heard that the chat works in the app. I don't know how, because that hasn't been supported in a long time. Everything you need is on the website, thenewsjunkie.com. And we hope you'll go over there and check us out.
I thought you nuked the chat before we even nuked the app.
It broke for a while. I don't know. It's not supported. Like there's still some framework on the servers that is allowing some stuff to work, but I didn't do anything about it. Anyhow, we want to hear from you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com right now. When we return, I want to talk about an accident that happened that has me asking a whole lot of questions. We got these politicians yelling at a security guard. We'll hear that before we go too far into the show. The next episode, This Week in Florida. We're loaded for bear. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Today on The Big Show, would you rather have a pay raise or a 4-day work week? Plus, we'll find out what's good to eat in Orlando with Fayez Cara and Primetime Kitchen. It's Friday. That means it's time for Pick the Porn for Monster Jam tickets with pit passes. Plus, 4 opportunities to win $1,000 and your calls, text, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
Traffic slowed down on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. There's congestion on Orange Blossom Trail near the Ramp Junction where Florida's Turnpike and the Beach Line meet. Watch out for an accident where John Young Parkway meets Oak Ridge Road there. And if you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center of James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Fall in love with how easy car care can be. Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a premium Valvoline oil change. No appointment needed. Save today at VIOC.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We'll get you back on the road in no time.
Mills Air, the company ready to help you out. When your AC has some issues, it can be scary, and people will take advantage of you. Some of these companies, they're fly-by-night companies, and they will take a bunch of money even though it's a small fix. Maybe it costs $10, a part that is not very costly, but they want to make sure you pay $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000. That's why you need somebody you can trust. Mills Air, you can absolutely trust. Leon Mills is a great guy, and he stands by his business, and I do too. That's why they've been in business since 1992. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer, which means they can get you massive rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. Do not leave that money on the table. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Here's the number, 407-277-1159. Or if you forget that, find them online at millsair.com.
This little piggy wasn't affected by the market. This little piggy had protected funds. This little piggy locked in college costs. This little piggy had a 1-year plan. And all the little piggies went wee to college land.
Before you know it, those tiny feet will be off to college. Save the smartest way with a Florida 529 prepaid plan. Unlike a regular savings account, the funds are dedicated and guaranteed to cover tuition costs. So when they're ready to go, you are too. Prepaid plans start at $29 a month. Open enrollment is now.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
Starting the journey to become a nurse can be confusing, but the first step is surprisingly simple.
Join us at Galen College of Nursing's upcoming open house. You'll get to meet advisors, current students, and faculty. Plus, learn about the personalized student support Galen offers to help you succeed in nursing school. RSVP now for our open house on Tuesday, February 18th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. by visiting galencollege.edu/Orlando.
People told me I needed to slow down. I told them I don't know how. I'm experiencing things I've only dreamed of. I have my freedom back. So while some days might be harder than others, I know a place I can go where I can feel strong and supported.
At VA, we're using technology to help veterans recover faster and live their lives to the fullest. Help us redefine the future of veteran healthcare.
Explore opportunities at vacareers.va.gov.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Erica Taylor, Chief Marketing Officer of Genentech, explains how audio is an ideal way for brands to tell their stories.
Everyone is listening somewhere, somehow. I think that there's something deep in all of us that enjoys listening to and telling stories. When I think about what we do here at Genentech, we do a lot to actually tell the broader story of our company and the legacy that we stand upon. 45 years marketing more than 40 medicines over that time period. And we celebrate that in story form, in audio format. It's a great way for people to learn more about what we offer and to be educated in an easy and convenient way.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia can get more people to hear your message than anyone else. We can also get a better response rate for all your marketing. For better results for every budget, visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Game on! Coach R.C. Hill here from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi. If you've been fumbling around town in a car you hate, then punt it. I need to kick off my new year. But first, all my 2024 rides must go. So this month, you could drive a new Mitsubishi for just $1 down. You can even save up to $10,000 on a new Mitsubishi with a lifetime warranty. Plus, we have over 200 used cars, all with warranty for just $1 down. See all my MVP rides at rchill.com.
Credit and $1 down require bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick. And it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
In a world where every second counts,
bird flu is spreading nationwide, driving up egg prices.
iHeartRadio has one podcast that keeps you informed. 24/7 News. The latest. Today's latest news every hour in just 4 minutes.
Rex Heuermann's case is being adjourned again.
Be the first to know.
President Trump has sent a loud and clear message.
iHeartRadio's 24/7 News. The latest. Open the free iHeart app and listen now.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Pay. P-A-Y. Pay. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at the...
See some of your emails here in just a moment. And a world that I didn't know much about, but racing, the racing world, there's been an accident that is very strange that I want to touch on here in just a moment. But first this, tips at thenewsjunkie.com, and Mike emails the show, subject line SMH, shaking my head, which, okay, let's see what he's shaking his head about. Sean sounds stupid and dumb every time he talks about Kendrick Lamar. You should stop talking, bro. It seems like you're the only person right now that don't know Kendrick, and it makes you sound more uncool than you are already. P.S. Love the show, says Mike. Well, thank you for the last part of that. Let's take it to AI to ask this question. I'm just curious here. How do I even phrase this? Is there any polling data that shows how many Americans know who Kendrick Lamar is versus how many Americans don't know who Kendrick Lamar is? Let's see what the AI says here. There must be something, right? I don't know how they would do like name recognition, but somebody would tell me like there's got to be a decent chunk of people who have never heard a single Kendrick Lamar song.
But I couldn't find any specific polling data on the number of Americans who know who Kendrick Lamar is versus those who don't.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar is a popular American rapper and songwriter, but the awareness about him may vary across different demographics.
Yeah, probably old people have no clue. But
Kendrick,
I did.
who?
Mike, I dropped in things like who knows To Pimp a Butterfly? I know that exists. I know that that's a thing. I know some of the stuff about Kendrick Lamar. Obviously, I know a little bit about him. I just don't listen to Kendrick Lamar. The stuff that you hear as rejoins, that's what I listen to. That's the kind of music that I'm into, and that's what I like. If I heard a banger by Mr. Lamar, I'd be all about it. I don't know if he likes me or if we'll be buddies or whatnot, but I don't really care that much. I'll even play Kanye's music still. Blood on the Leaves, right? You know what I mean? It's good stuff. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. One-Eyed Jack emails the show. He says, I heard they're borrowing the Golden Dome from Israel. It's the Iron Dome, but okay, maybe this one's even better or something. The Golden Dome from Israel to secure the Superdome from hostile drones. Watching drones get shot out of the sky like Hamas rockets will definitely outdo the halftime show for entertainment value. Maybe even outdo the game, says One-Eyed Jack. I have no idea what you're talking about, but thank you for the dispatch.
Talking about the no drone zone.
I know the no drone zone, but they're not having an Iron Dome to shoot those things down. They probably have some anti-drone measures, I would imagine. I don't know exactly what they are.
Black Hawk helicopters.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, that's true. They do have Black Hawk helicopters that are going to be on guard at this thing.
I think they're mostly just focused on heavily finding the people who they find to be operating drones in the area. In the 30-mile radius around the Superdome.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
That's crazy. That's a big, big piece of land that you can't find these on.
I did a thing like I went to a website that'll like draw circles on maps because I Googled draw circle on a map.
Pretty cool website.
And I
drawcircleonmap.com.
I put in the stadium here in town, Camping World Stadium, and I was like, if there was a 30-mile radius around Camping World Stadium that I couldn't fly a drone in, I would have to go out to like past Orange City.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It would be on the southern side, way past Disney, past Haines City. I mean, on the west side, out past Claremont, and like almost to the coast on the east side.
Damn. That's a big area.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah. I was banned for a joke on Twitch says, wait till Sean finds out Lauren Jane Grace is trans. It's Laura Jane Grace, you dummy. God almighty. Melissa on YouTube says, I know he's a rapper and that's it. I don't know a single song. Well, maybe this knocks your socks off and then this is a huge introduction to the rest of America. And if you look at it in that way, this is really, really big for somebody like him.
Yeah,
who's huge with young people, but not old people.
Even with some of the more popular artists that have been the Super Bowl halftime show, it every year we hear that the next day they're number one on iTunes. Just because people watch the halftime show and they're like, I want to listen to some more of that.
True.
And these are some of the most popular artists that have ever played.
Yeah,
and I don't find Kendrick Lamar to be that, but he's what we got this year.
But if he just absolutely knocks it out of the park, it would be legendary.
I would be excited to listen to more K-Dot.
Well, why not? You're still trying that one, huh? All right. There was a terrible incident at Orlando Speed World Dragway over the weekend. And this opened my eyes to a world that I just am absolutely not familiar with. So I'm opening myself up here to you. If you know about this, tips@thenewsjunkie.com or send a dispatch on the website. A 7-year-old girl died this week on Tuesday, and she was in the middle of a junior dragster race at Orlando Speed World Dragway. Okay, she crashed. She ended up. It was this weekend that she crashed, and then on Tuesday she ended up dying in the hospital. The Florida Highway Patrol said the girl was racing and lost control of her dragster and struck a person working on the track called a safety guide and then hit a concrete wall. Oof. The worker, a 34-year-old Orlando man, was transported to a hospital but was not seriously hurt. According to dragzine.com, she was reportedly making her first runs in a junior dragster during the track's Test and Tune event. She passed away from her injuries on Tuesday evening. And the photo to me is very wild. It's this young girl, just 7 years old, inside a little dragster. And it's not as big as the ones that you might see John Force and his family members driving down the track, but it looks like a significant piece of machinery that she's in. And this world is an interesting one to me because you could just be a young kid. You could be 7 years old and they'll let you drive these things. They'll let you get out there on the track and get in a vehicle like this. That's pretty crazy to me. And I know just a little bit about this world. I know that a lot of people who end up being NASCAR drivers start out racing go-karts and other small vehicles like that, which are very dangerous in and of themselves. But this seems like a whole nother world to me, that you got these young kids driving these junior dragsters. Can we see, like, let's do a search. Can we see how fast junior dragster cars go? I wonder, like, how fast are they cooking down the strip that this 7-year-old is in, and just a kid, for God's sake.
Junior dragsters can reach speeds of up to 85 miles per hour. Woo. And can run an 1/8 mile in 7.9 seconds.
That's pretty fast.
The speed and time a junior dragster can reach depends on the age of a driver. The limits by age, you said this girl is how old?
She's 7. She was 7 years old.
It says the limit is 13.9 seconds or slower. Well, how do you win if you have a limit like that?
Because they want to make them so they're not as fast as the adult cars are. Well, you said 1/8 of a mile. I believe, again, please forgive me. I'm speaking from a level of ignorance here. I don't know much about funny cars, drag cars, et cetera, et cetera. But I believe traditionally the adults do a 1/4 mile race.
Right.
And it's doing 7 seconds for 1/8 of a mile. It's not incredibly fast. Like, you know, your average car is much faster than that. But still significant enough of a speed to be lethal if you get into some sort of accident like this young girl did. And, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of parents who put their kids out in these things and the kids are fully equipped to handle it, but it looks like it's a pretty dangerous thing, honestly. So if you know about that world, do let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. Let's check in with Washington. Let's see what's going on there. DOGE is making its way through all the different places trying to get rid of waste, or so they tell us. And there's a man who is security at the Department of Education, I believe. And he's at the door, and all the politicians were just bothering this guy. And here they are. Here's Maxine Waters.
Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at him.
He's trapped.
What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID, I shared it too.
So what?
He said, I've given you the ID. I've shared it with you. He's guarding this office so the politicians can't go in the Department of Education. And this guy's job sucks today.
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it.
He's getting yelled at by a bunch of old people right now. Okay, what do you got?
I looked at me.
There's another clip of this, too. Let's see. This is the same guy in front of the Department of Education building. The politicians aren't being allowed inside, and they're upset at him.
Advocate on behalf of your children. You are not allowed to come into this building where you pay taxes. Parents who have children who are disabled. Access is being blocked. You voted.
Put on a show, baby.
Congress to advocate on behalf of your children. Children with disabilities.
Oh, man. Storm the Department of Education. That would be a show today. Get all these folks plowing in. Find somebody with the horned helmet and everything. We got to recreate. It's February 7th. Yesterday would have been better.
For young women who have been victims of sexual assault.
It's a papier-mâché helmet, but it works.
In a pinch.
Members of OCR are fighting for your children. We are not allowed in the building to talk to them. We are not allowed to advocate on behalf of of America's children. America, we have a problem.
There they go. They're yelling at this guy. Somebody says, I'm confused. That's a random guy? He's security who's not letting these people inside the Department of Education because they've shut it down for whatever they're doing, the DOGE folks. And so they're out there doing their thing and yelling at the guy. And he's just got to take it. That's your job for today. Just stare forward and take it when they yell at you. When we come back, we're going to do the next episode with Joshua Marie Fowler. It's happening here on the show. The haters said it couldn't be done, but it's happening when we come back. And then we'll have This Week in Florida. It is going to be a banner day, so do not miss out on a moment.
No, the haters were right. That can't be done.
Were they? Okay. All right, that's shut down. But the other stuff, haters. I'm excited for the rest of it. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell Angel is listening to tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
Broadcasting live from the Cool Today Weather Center at CoolToday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Friday forecast here across Central Florida. And the rest of our day will feature increasing sunshine and warm temperatures. It's going to be a really nice end to our week. Temperatures will be climbing to a high of 83 degrees today in Orlando, which is still almost 10 degrees above normal. As we head into the weekend, we'll still be expecting temperatures right around the mid-80s, good amount of sunshine. As we look ahead towards middle parts of next week, temperatures will be making a run for the upper 80s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off. Free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
Don't miss Spark STEM Fest at Orlando Science Center on February 15th through the 17th. It's 3 days of exhibits, robots, flight simulators, bionics, expert Q&As, and live shows, including Jason Latimer with Impossible Science Live. Get tickets and more info at osc.org.
Jesse Bon Jovi here. Ready to turn your everyday into a celebration? Hampton Water Bubbly is your new favorite sparkling rosé. Born in France, raised in the Hamptons, uncork an instant upgrade with Hampton Water Bubbly. Rosé responsibly.
It's late, you're hungry, you can't decide whether to stay out or go home and order Wendy's delivery. But one thing is clear, it's a Baconate late kind of night. I mean, 6 strips of Applewood smoked bacon on a juicy double cheeseburger made fresh for you? How could you not? A Baconator is the perfect way to hit the spot before hitting up the next spot, even if the next spot is your bed. No judgment, it is late, but not too late to Baconate. That's what delivery's for. Gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later. Delivery and hours may vary by location.
Thank you for making Mercedes-Benz of South Orlando one of the premier luxury dealerships in Central Florida. We are the official dealer of luxury, providing the ultimate VIP experience at a price you can afford. Call Monica Ventura at 689-319-7680. That's 689-319-7680. We guarantee you will be treated like VIP and nothing less. Across from the mall at Millennia.
Picture this. You're cozy by the fire sipping cocoa, or out on the town grabbing a well-deserved nightcap, with the peace of mind knowing your pet is safe at home with Invisible Fence brand. Your customized pet fence gives you confidence that wherever winter takes you, your pet has both freedom and security. With Invisible Fence brand, service and safety never stops. Visit InvisibleFence.com to learn more. That's InvisibleFence.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit NoTimeToWait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Right now at Wendy's, you can get 2 of these favorite items for just $7. Choose from their spicy or classic chicken sandwich, Dave's single, or 10-piece nugs. 2 fave items for $7? Gotta be Wendy's. Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Terms apply.
Are you a chronic interrupter? Incapable of letting other people talk? Do those people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should go to Mattress Firm. They have a 120-night sleep trial, so you can get your money back if a bed's not right. That way, anyone, even someone like you, can sleep. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply.
Will. Luckily, Trust and Will makes it easy. Designed by attorneys, but customized by you, you can easily create a state-specific, legally valid document that actually counts. Now, let's let the engine do the talking, am I right? Start your will at trustandwill.com. Use offer code COUNT for 10% off and make it count. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. For details, see trustandwill.com.
Favorite station, preset. Favorite artist, preset. Favorite podcast, preset.
We know you're loving the new preset feature on the new and improved iHeartRadio app. See it now, along with even more great features. It's everything you love about your car radio and the palm of your hand.
iHeartRadio. Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Radio 1041. Meet the 3 friends Bill Cosby called frat bros. This is
entertainment and beyond. And we love you. We appreciate you. But if you miss any of the show today, I want to tell you you're in good hands. The podcast is available at thenewsjunkie.com. The folks in chat are trying to guess my middle name. The one I hate the worst is Sean Emma Wasson, which it will lead to even more people butchering my last name.
That's awesome.
It flows so well.
Sean Emma Watson. I'll just embrace Watson. I've heard it my entire life. I don't even correct people. My last name is spelled Wasson, and every teacher, every person, Watson. And I used to think I was Native American. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people think. And one of the reasons why was we had this plaque on the wall in the living room, and my dad had it for our whole life, right?
Did it say you were Native American?
It said, it had our name's flag, like our family flag, and it said Wasson, right? And then it said Wasso comes from the word sharp in this Native American language, and blah, 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 blah. Here's the whole history of the family. And because of that, I was like, well, obviously I'm a bit of a Native American myself, and you float around with that. And then in his later years, I asked my dad one time, I was like, where'd you get that from? And he goes, I just found it at a flea market one time. I thought it was something passed down through generations and stuff. And he goes, nah, I saw it at a farmer's market, and I thought I'd grab it and put that in the house. And doing the DNA test, 0 Native American me. My family came through Canada like a couple of generations ago. I know. That's why it's really brutal, this relationship I have with Canadians. Yeah, that's it. My family came through that way, and I just found out it was all a lie. All a huge lie, unfortunately. But now, only truths as we head into the highly anticipated and highly rated and ready to go for a beautiful Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV. You can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Ladies, I'm not going to be able to do it for you over here. I'm sorry.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with
me. Very shocking admission caught me off guard.
That one hurts.
I'm sorry. Next episode is brought to you by. Next episode is. I almost said today is, but it's every day.
I thought you almost said something else.
No.
Next episode T-words.
Today and every day is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don.
That's right. This guy can do it for you if it is finding you a house with a great rate, a low interest rate. He is the guy that will shop for you, and you can do the compare quote calculator right there on his website, thatmortgageguydon.com. He'll help you with a regular traditional mortgage, a HELOC. He'll help you with a business loan. That mortgage guy, Don, knows the mortgage industry. He is a mortgage wholesaler. He is an expert, and he's a super nice guy. Love that mortgage guy, Don, and you will too when you go to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Good harmony there. Speaking of good harmony, we start with this lady.
It's going down.
Kesha.
Yes.
I almost said Shakira.
Shakesha is
Unbelievable.
correct. And it was going down with her on Thursday at her NYC show, where she launched a champagne bottle off the stage and directly into the stomach of one of the photographers on the side of the stage.
Oh, my.
Oh.
And we go...
She's screaming something.
Yeah. And here it goes.
Oh, she just threw it.
And TMZ put that red arrow.
Oh, right into the
into
camera. That's got to cost some money right there.
She
Damn.
then waved a quick apology wave at him, and he was apparently chill with it, so they moved on, and she kept performing that newer song, Joyride.
Mm-hmm. I like the one you played better.
I agree, but you can't always go back to the hits. Sometimes you gotta have some new stuff.
Courtney Forever, we've told this story on the show. She thought the song was "It's Going Down, I'm Calling Tinder," and I had so many questions for her. That what she thought was being done there, what that meant.
Sounds like she's telling a guy, "We're done. It's going down. I'm calling Tinder."
You think there's somebody there answering phones?
Sounds like an older person telling you to find love. Why don't you give Tinder a call? You might find a nice guy.
Call me an Uber.
Speaking of Northeastern accents, Ben Affleck was at the Lakers game yesterday.
All right.
Yes. And he got to sit on the sidelines with his son, Samuel Garner Affleck.
Oh.
And that's the first time I've ever heard this child's name.
Me too.
It was LA's home game versus Golden State Warriors, and they had a great time as Steph Curry and LeBron James played against each other, and the boy even got to meet Steph Curry. And people pointed out some 50 rows behind Mr. Affleck was Kamala Harris and Doug Emhoff.
Oh, okay. So a lot of celebrities and notable people in attendance, it seems.
Damn, he got the better seat than Kamala.
He did. They say that that seat in the back, they say, is where Lakers VIPs prefer to sit, but, that might just be like a concession type thing.
Yeah, I saw Neil Patrick Harris with his daughter, I believe, and they were right behind the hoop, basically. They were right in, just on the edge of the court. They let you sit really close in basketball. It's kind of crazy to me.
Pretty cool, and sometimes the players fall into you. But that's the game.
Does what's his face still sit on the sideline on the court like every game? Jack Nicholson.
Oh, maybe he's a big fan. I know that. Yeah, he's
pretty
really
old,
in him.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they let him bring his cocaine in anymore.
No, those were the days.
On account of woke.
Yeah. Thanks, woke. Speaking of woke, just kidding. This guy.
Oh, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg was the man on the mic at the NFL Honors the Thursday night, which is, I guess, just an award show they do pre-Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
This was in New Orleans. He was cracking jokes. He took shots at a bunch of people, Jerry Jones, Bengals defense, refs at the Chiefs game, and then he turned his attention to Bill Belichick's 24-year-old girlfriend, Jordan Hudson.
Look at the happy couple here. This is not a weird pairing at all. God almighty.
She's got a little Katy Perry look in her in this picture.
He is about 50 years her senior.
Yeah, he's 73 and she's in her 20s. And he did the most obnoxious thing ever. He wore all of his Super Bowl rings. Like he's got 4 on one hand, and then she got one of them. She's wearing one of the Super Bowl rings.
Nice.
And what are you talking about with this girl? Like you were 50 when she was born.
They say they have a great connection with each other.
0% chance.
But the
0%
the
chance.
joke Snoop got out there was, I've been a football fan for a long, long time. I mean, remember back when the Cowboys was good. I remember back when the Chiefs was bad. And then he got to the punchline, and I remember, what was it? Bill Belichick's girlfriend wasn't even born yet.
It's true. It is.
Apparently, Bill laughed at that immediately, and his girlfriend was not so enthused with the joke. So.
I feel like it's got to be pretty easy. I think you have some leeway writing comedy for Snoop Dogg because you really, it's the delivery that kind of puts it over the top.
True, yeah. Everything he says is made funnier by the fact that he's Snoop Dogg, right?
That's not one of my strong impressions, so I left that alone. Anyway, Elijah Wood is officially married, in case you were wondering. I know everyone was on the edge of their seat for that one. Woo! He tied the knot with his longtime partner, and her name is Mette Marie Kongsved.
That's the first I'm hearing of this, but congratulations.
We'll just go with that.
Kongsved?
Yeah, Kongsved. They've been together since like 2018, and they finally got married, and he slipped up on a podcast and admitted they were married, and that's newsworthy for some reason. One of these guys from the show, not the band.
Top Gear?
No.
Oh, I've
Entourage.
That's the one. Jeremy Piven. Great Ari Gold in Entourage.
Hug
Jeremy
it out, bitch.
Piven. His house was burglarized.
Oh, no.
You want to guess how much?
What, did they steal ashes?
On account of the forest fires.
Right, yeah. He does live in L.A., so it that could have been possible. But his house was still standing, and thieves ransacked his bedroom, making off with about $200,000 worth of rings, watches, and other jewelry.
Damn.
Interestingly, TMZ's sources say the thieves skipped over all of Jeremy's TV awards that were just sitting around the house. I guess they don't want any thing that just says Jeremy Piven on it, and instead opted for a Rolex or two.
Okay.
This guy.
Yeah.
What?
I know this.
Kendrick Lamar.
I know this guy. No, it's another rapper guy, isn't it?
Too Short is correct.
Too Short. Yeah, that's what I said.
He says that Kendrick should not do Not Like Us at the Super Bowl.
This is turning into such a stupid show.
We go to Man on the Street Too Short for his opinion on the matter.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's confident Kendrick will dominate the performance.
There was another TMZ video this morning where they're like, we caught insert barely a celebrity at the airport, and she says, Kendrick, you need to play Not Like Us for me.
They're asking everyone about it. He says it's a bigger flex for K-Dot to skip Flaming Drake on a national scale, but we'll see how...
to be the bigger man?
Yeah.
So Too Short knows a lot about, I'm sure.
Hold on. Are we to think that if Drake was picked as the Super Bowl performer, he wouldn't be doing the very same thing?
Right.
And if he would, then like I would do it if I had a hater that I was battling against.
Well, Drake's Canadian, so we're kind of fighting them on all fronts right now.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It's a lot.
Everybody's doing a Drake diss track these days.
Damn right. Speaking
in that case, I'm on Kendrick Lamar's side, and I'm going to take his side.
Speaking
I know
of
his people are very happy to hear that right now, I'm sure. Yes.
I bet they were waiting for your endorsement. This guy, or one of them, it's Lance Bass is correct.
Damn it.
They caught up with him and asked him if there would be an NSYNC biopic, and that was all they asked him. And he said, at 45, he's not quite ready for a biopic about his life yet. And that's the whole story about Lance Bass.
They are really, really losing it if they don't call it the Bye Bye biopic.
That's not bad.
That's good. And finally,
I'm gonna do so much better at the next episode than I am at This Week in Florida. I just telling you right now. Mm-hmm.
And finally, this woman here,
Jennifer Lopez.
Lopez is correct. She says she's considering opening a new chapter in her life and entering the world of reality TV after formalizing her divorce from one Benjamin Affleck.
What?
She says this will make her reevaluate her career as an artist and her image as a pop diva. And she wants it. Basically, she wants it so she can make herself look better than Ben Affleck because he looked better than her in the divorce.
So she's going to do like a Osborne style, like follow her around reality show?
It's keeping up with the Kardashian style. She said Kim K gave her the idea.
My favorite thing is Josh's bit to work in J-Lo into the next episode he does. I love how obscure the news stories have to be sometimes. It'd be like J-Lo wore the same dress on Wednesday that she did on Friday.
I've noticed this week that he watches the same YouTube video of it each time, and I could see through the glass Cartman's hand.
The taco burrito song?
It's a nice short clip. Anyway, on the boob tube, NCIS Sydney on CBS, Lopez versus Lopez on NBC. I think that's
she already
about
made
George Lopez. Nice. Ancient Aliens on History, and blah, blah, blah. Repeats of all the night shows. And the Super Bowl is on Sunday. And that is your next episode.
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. And now we're all teed up and ready to go. There have been rumors around iHeartRadio. A lot of people have been talking. A lot of the suits are blabbing and yapping about this. This is supposed to be the greatest This Week in Florida that has ever been done in the history of this show. This is what I've heard so far.
I heard that too in the hallway.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of tension around here to live up to this, but it's going to knock your socks right off your feet.
2-hour commercial break coming up. That's so
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Hi, I'm John from Lake Mary, and I just won $1,000 just for listening to Real Radio 104.1.
Your next chance to win $1,000 is minutes away, courtesy of Mills Air on Real Radio 104.1.
Multiple lanes are blocked due to an accident on the Greenway here northbound before John Young Parkway, exit 10. Move over and slow down if you see police activity or emergency vehicles on the roadways. Traffic is up to speed on Florida's Turnpike and State Road 429. There's slowdowns on I-4 before US 27 and after State Road 429. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center of James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber, HOA and condo board members. Fiber internet has never been easier. Blue Stream Fiber simplifies the switch, helping your community save up to 50% while keeping residents happy. Their step-by-step process makes upgrading hassle-free. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/radio today.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
Help! My cat needs saving! Oh no. Has he tried Navy Federal Credit Union? They have lots of great savings and investing options. What? No, he needs help. Well, with Navy Federal's financial advisors and online tools, he can get all the help he needs. Whew, got him. Good catch.
Sign up at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Savings products insured by NCUA. Investment products are not insured, not obligations of Navy Federal, and may lose value.
This is Jenny Garth from I Do Part 2. Who do you know on Ozempic or semaglutide right now? Probably a ton of people. I know a ton of people too because it's everywhere. And for good reason. These groundbreaking GLP-1 medications are changing the weight loss game. At Future Health, they make accessing them simple, safe, and affordable. Their program connects you with licensed doctors who specialize in GLP-1 treatments, including Ozempic and semaglutide, so you can get the support you need to reach your weight loss goals. With Future Health, you'll have access to these trusted weight loss meds, plus ongoing care through their network of over 6,000 doctors and pharmacies nationwide. Find out if weight loss meds are for you in just 3 minutes at tryfh.com.
tryfh.com.
Future Health is not a healthcare services provider. Meds are prescribed at provider's discretion. Results may vary. Sponsored by Future Health.
Now Taxes is using Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get your refund so you can do more with it right in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. See guaranteed details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Tijuana Flats is back better than ever. I tried the new blackened chicken bowl, so flavorful. Plus, get $2 queso with any bowl or burrito. Next time, I'm trying the burrito with fresh grilled steak at Tijuana Flats. See for yourself.
People told me I needed to slow down. I told them I don't know how. I'm experiencing things I've only dreamed of. I have my freedom back. So while some days might be harder than others, I know a place I can go where I can feel strong and supported.
At VA, we're using technology to help veterans recover faster and live their lives to the fullest. Help us redefine the future of veteran healthcare.
Explore opportunities at vacareers.va.gov.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
When it comes to replacing your home's windows and doors, father and son knows best. And that's one of the many reasons FAS Windows and Doors is Orlando's #1 residential window and door contractor. You can count on fair pricing, installation perfection, integrity, and customer satisfaction every single time. Providing Orlando with the best selection and high-quality windows and doors for over 20 years. Trust the leader in windows and doors. It's FAS Windows and Doors. Schedule your free consultation today at faswd.com.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Stream now on your free iHeartRadio app.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN, GREEN, GREEN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at
Yeah, you look great, you smell great, and if you miss any of the show, and I mean just even a segment or so, you could always get the podcast for free over on the website, thenewsjunkie.com. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for listening. Podcasters, streamers, everybody out there. And don't forget, because it's Friday, that means there's a new secret show that is going up, uncensored secret shows. You can unlock the world of secret shows. Get you discounts on merchandise and all that, which is huge, with a brand new merch drop coming very, very, very soon. Learn more about it over on thenewsjunkie.com. Okay, friends, here we go. He's getting himself pumped up in his studio right now.
So is Josh.
Woo! Ready to go full speed into it. Let's do This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
That's right. The weekend is here. It's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State and see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or so. And, the young kids, they like watching things with subtitles lately. We've been hearing more and more young people like to watch things with subtitles. Not going to help us in Florida because it says national test scores from around the country are in. Florida is not stacking up compared to other states. It says national test scores show decline in Florida's reading rankings. My son has actually increased his reading this month, according to one parent. He's in 5th grade, but reading was a concern for me throughout COVID and even afterwards, so I really kept up on that. Well, you might be in a small club because 8th graders dropped in reading, ranking 43rd, down from 21st in 2022.
Jeez.
That's a huge drop.
What the hell? That's terrible. That's almost last, for God's sake.
The National Assessment of Educational Progress released its findings for national assessment scores. It samples 4th and 8th graders and found that Florida reading scores went down in the last 2 years. Florida ranks 10th in grade 4 reading, down from 3rd in 2022. 10th doesn't seem that bad when your 8th graders are 43rd.
Yeah, I mean, it's really bad if you're in 43rd place. And when it's reading that you're stacking these people up on, and we're that far back in the state of Florida, I'd be scared putting my kids in a public school these days. It's not great.
There's a group in Florida that needs a little bit of help. They need just a little push from like-minded people. Because I didn't know that this was a thing, but when you have those specialty license plates, there's a minimum order on those guys.
Yeah.
You don't just get it immediately. And the ones that are finding that out the hard way, sadly, are the parrot heads. According to the Department of Florida Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, new specialty plates must receive at least 3,000 pre-sale vouchers before they will be manufactured and made available. But as of the end of January, there have only been 2,143 sales of the specialty Margaritaville license plates, 857 orders short of meeting that mark. There are a few other specialty license plates short of the prerequisite. The one for Biscayne Bay, just for Biscayne Bay, Inter Miami CF, and the Florida State Beekeepers Association.
The FSBKA?
Yeah, unfortunately, the Florida State Beekeepers Association is really behind, reaching only 929 of the 3,000 it might need. Specialty plates in the state of Florida cost $25 in addition to regular automobile regular registration fees. Now, Sean, I pulled this one for you because you like pictures like this. It was a spill. You love a good spill.
I do.
And this one is not one that should make you cry. It's not one you shouldn't cry.
Don't cry over spilled milk. Is that what it is?
It is a milk spill in Palm Beach. You want to bring that up? You're going to see a lot of cartons of milk, and maybe down there, milk just a little bit more expensive this week, trying to make up for the big spill. Along I-95 in South Florida, shutting down the road for hours.
Oh my God!
It's like the old school milk crates full of milk. I don't know what I was expecting, but
that's how they stack
also
them.
I do not know what is happening in the bottom right hand corner of this.
That's one of those click the link in my bio.
Are you afraid to scroll down?
I am afraid to go anywhere near my mouse or my computer.
Hold on, I'll take it off and you can scroll down a little bit.
Okay, it's still bad, but
still pretty bad. But a Borden dairy truck crashed into a median in Palm Beach County, causing the bottom of the truck to be ripped off just after midnight on January 29th. As a result, 4,160 gallons of bottled milk fell onto the highway, according to a Facebook post. Firefighters show the highway full of the crates and jugs scattered on the pavement. They also show the heavily damaged truck with the front part of it on one side of the median and the back part hanging off the other side of the road. 11 people were evaluated on scene, but nobody was hurt.
That's good.
You guys ever buy those gift cards that are at the like Publix has the section full of gift cards? You ever buy those to stuff in somebody's card for their birthday or something?
Just did maybe a couple of weeks ago. Recently.
Did you notice any warning signs on that rack of gift cards.
Yeah. Last time I went there, they had the warning about scams.
Like if you're on the phone with somebody that you don't know who's trying to get you this, please stop or call the police, talk to a manager at the very least. And I think I've seen these also on these Bitcoin ATMs, which I don't think there's any good reason you should use a Bitcoin ATM.
Mm-hmm.
I stand by it. It's like not getting hit by a train for you, Sean.
Yeah.
I can't understand any good, legal, above-board reason to use a Bitcoin ATM.
You're saying you would probably just use your trading account or your Robinhood or...
Absolutely. But a sheriff's office in Florida is issuing an urgent warning to residents, particularly seniors, about a Bitcoin ATM scam that recently cost a 77-year-old victim over $120,000. The scam involves fraudsters posing as bank representatives and instructing victims to withdraw money and deposit it into the Bitcoin ATM. In this recent case, the victim lost $129,500 and is pursuing charges.
The crazy thing is that's only one Bitcoin. At this point, it's like pretty close to, if not just one.
The WCSO is urging residents to be vigilant and protect themselves from this. Vigilant. All right.
Folks, I need you to be vigilant out there.
I said that with power, too.
Vigilant.
Vigilant. Be vigilant. Or be vigilant. I don't care. A 7-Eleven customer used a banana to batter a store clerk, according to police. This is a hard name. Caltavia Turner.
For me, that's really a self-report on the store clerk. If you let somebody beat you up with a banana, I am like, you can't. This is the weakest weapon I could think of, really.
The culprit was a 22-year-old stripper with a weird first name. She got into a verbal altercation with a 30-year-old female worker, and the women exchanged derogatory comments toward each other. At one point, Turner became irate and, quote, picked up a banana from the cashier counter and threw the banana at the victim's face. The airborne fruit struck the employee on the cheekbone, leaving a minor abrasion. The banana was not seized as evidence. Turner was arrested Thursday for battery, booked into the county jail on the misdemeanor count. Police records list Turner's employer as Baby Dolls, a Clearwater gentleman's club located 4 miles from the 7-Eleven.
All right.
Nice.
I need you to look up this story, Sean.
I'm ready.
Because a man was arrested and charged with indecent exposure. This is in Sawgrass Mills Mall. They say he was masturbating at the urinal. The man's name is Alejandro Aranciba, 45 years old, and he bears a strange resemblance to Weird Al Yankovic. That's him right there.
He really does, actually.
He was caught He was caught Weird Al yanking it at the Sawgrass Mills Mall. The witness described the man, who was later identified as 45-year-old Arancia of Tamarack, as wearing a blue shirt, jeans, and black curly hair. Arrest records show that during questioning, he admitted to officers that he had an itch and that stroking his penis provided relief.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When asked why he did not use a private stall, he claimed he didn't have time. Damn, that's a bad itch. And believed only adults were in the restroom. He further admitted to getting pleasure from doing such a thing while in open areas.
Incidental pleasure. It wasn't like he was seeking out the pleasure. It just so happened.
There's a certain amount of pleasure in getting rid of an itch. That's, it's like that endorphin rush.
True. Yeah, that's right.
I think he's getting the other kind of pleasure, though. A man, DUI suspect, crashes into liquor store in Hawthorne. Probably trying to re-up, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There's a man in Vero who had a recent experience, much like Sean did. He was buying a new car.
Oh, that's true.
He didn't go to the, He didn't go to the big
Carvana
vending machine, the big Carvana. Yeah. No, a man was accused of vehicle theft after deputies say he stole a car from a dealership because he spent his last $50 on the Uber there.
Okay, makes sense.
When the dealership employees declined to finance the 2024 Hyundai Tucson he was interested in, deputies say Jason Vincent Vargesco became angry, deciding to leave the lot in the Tucson when he found it with the keys in the ignition because he, quote, spent his last $50 on the Uber there. Now we go back down to Palm Beach. Because are you aware of a place, Sean, called the Meat Market?
No, this is the first I'm hearing of the Meat Market.
What do you think it is?
I mean, my brain immediately goes to some sort of place where there are men on display in some sort of male strip club or something.
It's actually it's called a high-end Palm Beach restaurant.
Oh,
but
wow.
and you know, we always kind of laugh at some of the details of these big prostitution stings and what these people, you know, these officers have to go through to nab their criminals.
Mm-hmm.
Because they say it's a high-end restaurant, and they were doing this undercover prostitution operation, which resulted in the arrest of 2 women accused of selling their $2,000 a night services, which included powdery party favors at a high-end restaurant.
Like fine wine, right? According to the Colombian president, they're going to sell it like wine.
An undercover officer from the Palm Beach Police Department visited Meat Market, located on 191 Bradley Place, where he engaged in a conversation with 42-year-old Janie, Jeinny, Lizarazo, and her friend. According to the arrest affidavit, during their conversation, Lizarazo, who claimed to be from Colombia, offered the officer a package deal that included party favors, a term which CBS 12 says she used to refer to cocaine. She proposed that for $2,000, the officer could rent a hotel room where she and her friend would provide a show, which included using cocaine in front of him and offering sexual services. The report continued to note Lizarazo even shared her phone number with the officer and promised to bring more cocaine for their engagement. I don't know what she's selling more of, the body or the cocaine.
Yeah, it sounds like she just really likes to do that, and she's mixing her two worlds together here.
I mean, she really likes to do it. If she can make some money on the side while she's doing it, I guess that's okay for her. When the officer declined her offer of cocaine in exchange for covering their bar tab, he continued the conversation over text, asking if she wanted to party with him. In one of the texts, and you know, I've heard a lot of things. I don't know if this is supposed to be enticing or not. In one of the texts, she told the officer that she tastes, quote, just like caviar, unquote.
No, that's fishy, isn't it? It's like what? It's like a guy said that as an insult. Like there's a fishy taste there, and she took it in the best way possible. And she said,
"Well, there are also very different versions of caviar. Like, are we talking like a Royal Siberian or salmon roe?"
You sound fancy right now. I don't know this word.
I've had some caviar recently.
I know what K-Dot would choose.
And last but not least, in this week in Florida, a Florida man was arrested at an auto parts store after he was heard barking like a dog for more than an hour. Turns out the police came and found some drugs on the man, and syringes, and methamphetamines.
Cool.
So keep barking, guy.
Ruh-roh.
And that's it for this week in Florida.
You're going to let him do that at the end of your segment? You're going to let him
just my methamphetamines.
Just cut you at the knees just like that?
Well, he's making it worse now, but it's after the time cut. So.
Back off.
When we come back, somebody who is very famous and very rich is now saying they are bankrupt. They're declaring it, and they're very, very upset. And I have to tell you, I am 0% surprised that this person has spent all of their money. Who is it? That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Emergency crews are clearing up an accident on Florida's Turnpike southbound near County Road 561. Expect some delays in that area. There's an accident blocking multiple lanes on the Greenway northbound before John Young Parkway. And emergency crews are clearing up an accident where Hiawassee Road meets Beggs Road. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center of James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radio.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
These times of massive inflation have people just like you strapped.
As far as my debt, I was drowning in debt. My balances were never going down. I was making payments every month. It was just draining every resource I had.
The Debt Management Group can help. In the first free call, they will explain all the relief programs you may qualify for to get you out of debt fast.
They saved me thousands of dollars, especially in interest. I would have never paid off this debt without their help.
I felt like it was a burden lifted off my shoulders. It felt amazing, and I felt like I could actually see a future for me and my kids.
The sooner you call, the faster you can get the relief you deserve. It's free information on all the debt relief programs you qualify for, plus guaranteed confidentiality. Call 800-933-3470. That's 800-933-3470. Call now to find out about the best debt forgiveness, consolidation, modification, and settlement programs available. 800-933-3470. That's 800-933-3470.
Starting the journey to become a nurse can be confusing, but the first step is surprisingly simple. Join us at Galen College of Nursing's upcoming open house. You'll get to meet advisors, current students, and faculty. Plus, learn about the personalized student support Galen offers to help you succeed in nursing school. RSVP now for our open house on Tuesday, February 18th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. by visiting galencollege.edu/Orlando.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. 2024 officially in the rear view. It's all done. Tough year, but we have a 2025 looking ahead. Are you healthy? Are you ready to go? Are you strong enough to handle the challenges that 2025 may offer? If not, get with my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Get that free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. But look, man, this is like a looking glass into your health. You can see what's happening before it happens. That's right. Don't be reactive. Be proactive. Find out in advance if there's any secret little problem lurking in your chest. They can do that. And remember, you don't take your clothes off. No injection or dyes. The entire process only takes a few minutes, and it's so easy to make your appointment. Check it out. This is all you have to do. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. Then you make your appointment and off you go to a better, healthier life. Guys, make that call today. Take control of your long-term health care right now. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia. Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here to tell you that I hired FAS Windows and Doors multiple times to install my windows and doors right here in Orlando, Florida. Their expert team of window and door installers make the entire project seamless from measurement, final inspection, and of course, installation. Since 2005, that's 20 years, FAS has earned their spot as Orlando's top-rated window and door experts. Upgrade your home with a team that delivers excellence. Just visit FASWD.com and then trust Orlando's leader in windows and doors.
I have your weekend plans. Join me, Taco Bob, at the Orlando Harley-Davidson Historic Factory on 5-4 across from the mall at Millennia, starting at 1 this Saturday. It's Chrome Coming 2025. They've got all the brand new 2025 Harleys. Plus, on site, we're going to have a food truck, full bar, and, oh yeah, bikini contest, which I'll be hosting. So again, that's this Saturday, February 8th, starting at 1 at Orlando Harley-Davidson. Chrome Coming 2025. Please remember to drink responsibly.
Making choices in the morning can be a bit much. I just want someone to say sausage or egg and cheese biscuit, sausage and cheese or egg and cheese English muffin, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. Get 2 for only $3. At Wendy's, fresh made food means simple choices. Dare we say it's even a little fun? Okay, not like roller coaster fun. There's only so much we can do, people. When you want less thinky and more brekky in the morning, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I'm Greg Rosenthal, host of NFL Daily. Join me live from Radio Row in New Orleans. I'll be interviewing the NFL's biggest names all week long. NFL Daily will have you ready for this year's big moment. Will it be Mahomes completing the three-peat or Jalen Hurts avenging their Super Bowl 57 loss? We'll be there on the field after the game. Full recap, interviews with this year's Super Bowl champions. Don't miss it.
Listen to NFL Daily on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow NFL Daily and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
I go, that is very surprising. I would not have expected that. And then there's people when they say they're bankrupt, I'm like, oh, obviously. I mean, clearly that's where this was going.
If you came into work today and Josh and I both told you we were bankrupt, which one would surprise you more?
I think Josh kind of has it together all of a sudden. He did not for a while. He was getting every card that was available to him out there. He had like Home Depot cards.
This guy had a deck of credit cards.
I still do. Yeah. He could play Go Fish with the cards that he had. But I feel like
Have you any Home Depot?
Somehow I feel like he's graduated and maybe he's a little more professional now. Yeah, I mean, I would be surprised with either one of you. You seem like you're not going to go nuts and spend it all. But this person that went broke, 0% surprised that Antonio Brown spent all his money. That's not surprising to me at all. It's a man who's making bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. It doesn't surprise me to learn that, oops, in the process, Antonio Brown's obnoxious ass spent all of his money, and now he's bankrupt. But that's where he finds himself. He said, I think I made $100 million if you count what I made off the field. How much did you spend of that $100 million? He said on a podcast, well, I just filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, so I spent all of it. I blew all of my money. I blew everything. And I don't even think he has a drug problem, which when you hear that, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. You know, you're spending a lot of money on drugs. You blew it all up your nose. But when you don't have an issue, then I go, you're just irresponsible. You're just acting like an idiot out there.
He spent it all on his Cracker of the Year award show.
True. Yeah, he's a real hoot on Twitter, that guy, and Antonio Brown. Those tweets, it makes me very, very surprised that the man went bankrupt. I don't know what generation he's a part of, but
yet Kanye still has money.
True. He's a billionaire, according to him. I saw this stat from Fortune magazine, and think about yourself in the midst of this and tell me where you fit. And the stat from Fortune magazine said 83% of millennials adhere to a monthly budget. Boomers, only 67% of them adhere to a monthly budget, and Gen X, 74% of them. So as it goes down the line, there's less budgeting going on. Boomers aren't doing as much budgeting as millennials are, with 83% of them. You guys budgeting? You got a monthly budget? You follow it? You keep track of things like that? Or are you winging it? Which one?
I wing it. I just hope I have enough at the end of the month.
Yeah, I wing it for sure.
Somebody right below this in the top tweet response says, is it really a budget if there's no money to spend? So
true.
Suffering through it one post at a time. That's how it goes.
I think it still counts as a budget if the budget is zero.
Yeah. Some people struggling out there. It can be tough, and I don't blame you. Let's go over to some of your dispatches in just a moment. But real quick, I put this up on See It Now. There was a very famous press conference this week where Trump was talking about how he's going to make Gaza into the most beautiful beachside property you ever seen in your life.
Right.
The Riviera of the Middle East. And we'll just escort those folks out of there and we'll build it up. It'll be big. It'll be beautiful. It'll be spectacular. And the best thing that's ever happened to the Palestinians. Well, we didn't hear about this because the prime minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, he brought a gift for President Trump. A lot of times world leaders will come and they'll give a gift to the president that they're visiting. And this is for real. I put it up on See It Now so you can take a look at it. He gave Trump a golden beeper.
Oh, my God.
And it's a golden beeper on, what do I say, a log?
It's a piece of wood.
A piece of wood? A piece of wood, like a cross-section of a tree, maybe?
Did the Secret Service check the beeper?
Yeah, is this a Hezbollah beeper?
It says on it, press with both hands on this golden beeper that's on a piece of wood. And the arrows are pointing to two buttons here. And then the bottom says, to President Donald J. Trump, our greatest friend and greatest ally, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the gift that he gave him. This is interesting because if you're not familiar or initiated, Israel was famous for this pretty astonishing military victory where they got all of the folks in Hezbollah, all of the leadership in Hezbollah, to buy these pagers from some front company. And then when they got ready, they blew up all of their pagers, just exploding all of their enemies in this Hezbollah group. And this golden pager, hopefully not another one of those exploding ones.
It says to press both buttons on it, so I wonder what would happen if he did.
I wouldn't try it. I'm not going to give it a shot. But you can take a look at the gift from the leader of Israel to Trump over on See It Now, the See It Now section of thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's see what else we got here. We're going to get to a couple of your comments. You can join us on the show, just so you know. It's easy for you to do. Record a video or audio dispatch. You do that over on the website, which is obviously thenewsjunkie.com, just like this one. And people are chiming in on who are the hardest artists, hardest musicians, the hardest public figures to defend. If you like them, if you like what they create, but then you don't like the other stuff. Roman Polanski, Diddy, who did I say? R. Kelly, and obviously Kanye with his very insane tweet, just a flurry of tweets over the weekend. Like this one. Celine will read from this tweet from Kanye that was part of it.
Oh, my gosh.
That's N-word, newsflash. White people and Jewish people are different. You can, well, I'm not going to read it. It's just a whole bunch of hate against all sorts of people that Kanye posted. And I said, Kanye made some pretty great music. I like a lot of his songs. I like a lot of his earlier albums, even some of the more recent stuff. Vultures, when I listened to it, was pretty good. It's better than a lot of modern rap, according to my ears and my taste.
No,
I liked him.
My Vultures is John Mayer.
But he's hard to defend. John Mayer had a point in time when he was hard to defend. He was saying some stuff in the public.
They gave him the pass to say that.
He used the pass, and then he got some heat for doing it. But I digress.
Some of this I just don't even get. No, go back to it real quick.
Okay, hang on.
The part where
Go ahead, read it.
Somebody
Read it,
just subscribed, so I can't see it. The part where he says, you can get money with Jewish people, but they always gonna steal and invite you over to their house on Friday. What does that mean?
I believe
in time for Shabbos.
I don't know what that means. I don't know that Kanye West coherently knows what that means. I know he's buried himself in a sea of really dumb, insane, radical things that he's said, none of which I agree with. But here's Mommy Salami talking about that.
Hey guys, I'm a little bit behind in the show today, watching on YouTube, but I'm sorry. It is way, and I'm Jewish. It is way harder to defend Diddy. Have you seen any of the documentaries on him that have been put out by the different streaming services?
No, not yet.
I have watched two now. I watched the one on, I think it was Max, and the one I think was on Prime, maybe. Anyway, that man is a evil, demonic monster who has been raping and beating and assaulting women since he was a teenager.
That's not great.
He is an absolute evil monster. Kanye is just crazy. Like, he
Yeah, he's the next level of crazy, though. He might be the final boss of crazy, beyond all the rest of them, Britney Spears included.
I think both of them suffer from the I can do whatever I want syndrome. Mm-hmm. And one of them has taken it in one way, and the other one has taken it in what I think to be a much worse way. But you still say Kanye's harder to defend.
I think only right now. The only reason I say this is because right now, Diddy hasn't had his trial yet. He's been tried in the public forum. I've seen people who defend him. I am not one of them. I hated him as a rapper, and I don't care about him as a person. And the video alone of him and Cassie, where he's attacking her, that's enough. For me, he's done with. But Kanye is pretty wild. It's just like, it's pretty hard for somebody to say, like, here's how I picture it. We'll just stretch this out to it. We're lifting the curtain. We're just lifting the curtain here.
Got it.
Okay. I picture it like this. If you're at an event, a massive outdoor event, and somebody's on the stage and they're talking about other performers, and they go, how many people out there like Kendrick Lamar? And you're like, yeah. Some people say, yeah. How many people like Maroon 5? And C-Lane, he raises his hand. Yeah, I love Maroon 5. Mm-hmm. Love them. And then they go to, how many people like Diddy? That's a tough one. But Kanye is a tough one, too. I don't know how many people will still say it, even though people love the music and still listen to it. He just says some pretty unhinged things. It's tough. It's real tough. A crazy drunk cat lady says, I'm sure Kanye has done things. He don't fool me. The thing with him is it's not a veiled thing. It's not hidden behind anything. There's no filter. It's just flowing at you. It's just coming in your direction. Full speed ahead. Now, let's go over to the guys who's dope. The guys who's dope with a dispatch.
Hey, guys, this is my first dispatch. So I also have a strange thing that happens with my last name.
What?
Everyone wants to pluralize it. I don't really know why.
What's your last name?
Tell people, hey, I'm like the Highlander. There can be only one. No one wants another one of me around. But yeah, for some reason, everybody wants to pluralize my last name when it is in the singular.
What's the last name?
So, have a good day.
Damn it. All right, now we'll never know. We'll never figure it out.
Mr. Smiths.
Yeah, it's something that they're pluralizing that would lead you to want to pluralize it. Mine is just weird because I don't have a T in my last name, and I'll be damned. Every week or so, somebody calls me Watson. Even some of you'll be like, oh, yeah, Sean Watson. Yeah, Sean Watson. It's Sean Wasson. Simple. 6 letters.
His last name is not.
It's
like
who's dope?
K-N-O-T?
Huh?
Wait, are you saying because his name's the guy who's dope?
No.
You're saying...
No, I looked up his last name.
Oh, you legitimately looked it up.
Yeah.
Not. So they say not.
Nah.
Okay. I thought you were doing a not joke. I thought we had reached that point in the show today where...
Not yet, but I'll work on
it. Yeah. Don't go too quick to it, but here we go. Now over to Missy. She's got a dispatch for us. Let's listen to Missy.
Hey, junkies. What's up?
Hey.
Happy Friday. Sean, you said you thought you were Native American growing up and you're getting ready to do the ancestry test, but I can tell you that just because you are related to somebody doesn't mean you're going to get that part of your ancestral DNA. My great-grandmother,
really,
my father's paternal grandmother, was 100% Blackfoot, and my sister and I got 0 of that DNA. Well, not enough to be traced anyways. So it is possible.
Wait, you're better.
You're better off.
Have a great day, junkies.
Wait, can it work like that?
I don't know.
There's no way. Okay, hold on. So Jackson. Now, Jackson is obviously a product of you, C-Lane, and your wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Jackson not automatically 50% of each of your ancestry just off the jump?
I would think so, yeah.
Right. So then if your grandfather was Native American, whatever percentage you were, 100% Native American, there will be no way. I think you just found out that your grandpa is not your grandpa. I think that's the drama, the salacious bit that you just found out.
I think you're okay because you get canceled for Blackfoot these days.
He's going all the way in this segment.
I'm mad that I laughed.
Don't do it again. Here's one more on the way out. Here's VW Shane with the dispatch.
All right, quick update for anyone who is following the Quicksilver, Billabong, Volcom, Element, DC Shoes bankruptcy.
Yes.
I've went to all the Orlando local stores today. The sales are advertised as being 70, but they're really 30 to 50% off. And anything good is gone already. No luggage, no heavy coats, no wetsuits. A couple places had skateboards, which were only 10% off. So yeah, not great.
I don't know what happened here.
My understanding from the couple employees I spoke to is these sales, like this bankruptcy process, is going to be going through April and possibly even into May. So hopefully stuff gets even cheaper, but I wouldn't go rushing out this weekend to get anything. The sales weren't all that great, in my opinion.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that. I didn't know that they were going through bankruptcy, but
I saw a post today about it. That was the first I'd heard.
They're closing all of their stores.
Quicksilver is?
Quicksilver, Billabong, and Volcom.
Damn.
That
Blast from the
sucks.
past, man. That was huge when I was young. Everybody was getting that.
What's the Surf Expo going to look like in September?
Rotten to the core. They're gone, all of them.
You ever showed up to a store that was closing but you didn't find out in enough time, so like all the good stuff was gone?
Yeah, it happens to me sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, and then there's nothing left. It's garbage.
Or you feel like you should pick something up just because the deals are so good, but you got nothing.
And they're desperate, and it's still only 10% off?
Come on.
Just 100% off. Just do it already. All right, what do you think? Join us on the show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back, we got jury duty. We got that coming up for you, including a doctor who has started a huge fallout and may get sued by a healthcare company. Why? Well, Luigi's involved in this. And wait till you hear what was said by this doctor. A big battle is brewing, and you'll hear this coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
I remember one time this girl was like, "Hey, like it'll be hot. We were swimming." She's like, "Kiss me underwater," and I almost died.
Damn it!
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This is three-time Pro Bowler LeVar Arrington. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Wawa.
By adding Luka Doncic, the Lakers again get their guy. From Kareem to Wilt, Kobe to Powell to AD to now Luka. This didn't even count the free agents like Shaq and LeBron. No franchise continually goes from superstar to superstar like the Lakers, not even the Yankees. And Luka, for the next decade, is the next in line. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Get Wawa Rewards' biggest deal of the year before it's gone. Redeem bonus offers for $1 hot coffee, $2 iced coffee, and $3 Monster Energy every day, as many times as you want. Now through February 16th.
Did you know that mortgage guy Don offers HELOCs and home equity lines of credit? This is a way to unlock your equity while keeping your super low 2, 3, or 4% rate intact on the first mortgage. Get cash out for home improvements, debt consolidation, weddings, back taxes, etc. And unlike the corner banks, that mortgage guy Don has HELOC options as low as a 640 credit score. Get a quote with no hard credit inquiry by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Were you uninvited to game night? Do you play board games with the ferocious intensity of an iron-fisted oligarch? Have friends left game night asking, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Right now, during Mattress Firm's President's Day sale, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift.
Experience the excitement of the game in 360 viewing. Tom's Watch Bar, Orlando's ultimate game day experience.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with DayQuil VapoCool. It's DayQuil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, it's Jesse Bon Jovi here. Are you ready to turn your everyday into a celebration? Meet Hampton Water Bubbly, your new favorite sparkling rosé. It's born in France, raised in the Hamptons. It's fresh, light, crisp, and easy to drink. Because in our house, there's always a reason to celebrate the everyday. So why wait? Uncork an instant upgrade with Hampton Water Bubbly. Rosé responsibly.
Taxes was not knowing your full financial picture. Now taxes is getting and maximizing your refund all in one place. Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get you the most money back, guaranteed. Then you can do more with all that money, all in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Get started today. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
New Year's resolutions are in full swing. So here's one for you. Clear vision. Seriously, if you're dealing with contacts or glasses, laser vision correction at the Philatosky Eye Institute is a game changer. With over 65,000 procedures, they are the trusted choice for Central Florida. And they have 24-month interest-free financing. So you don't have to wait. You can start seeing clearly and stay on budget. Text 1041 to 868686 and schedule your free consultation today. Clear vision, clear future. It all starts with the Philatosky Eye Institute. Just text 1041 to 868686 now for your free LASIK consultation. Hey Orlando, this is Jim Colbert with an important reminder. Impact Windows help protect your home against major storms like hurricanes. For over 20 years, FAS has been the trusted name in Orlando for Impact Windows. More than 13,000 homeowners have chosen FAS to protect their homes against hurricanes. And with FAS, you're choosing a father and son business that treats you like family, from consultation to installation. Choose Orlando's trusted leader in windows and doors by visiting FASWD.com.
It's time to throw out your overpriced big wireless contract. Throw it overboard. You can get an iPhone 14 or a Samsung Galaxy for $0 with a qualifying plan of just $45 a month. Get unlimited talk, unlimited text, 25 gigs of data, mobile hotspot. You get all of it. So get your new iPhone 14 or Samsung Galaxy for $0. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword Pure Talk, pound 250, keyword Pure Talk from Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
Members get more with MyLowe's Rewards. Earn points towards MyLowe's money on eligible purchases. Get access to member-only deals and free member gifts and more. Join for free today. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms subject to change.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 104.1.
Because you're never too old to learn something stupid. This is the News Junkie.
It involves Prince, a flight where things went wrong, and even United Healthcare, and a rant gone viral from a doctor. All of that coming up in just moments. Reminder, there will be today at some point, and I'm talking to you from a Friday perspective here. There will be a new secret show that drops over on thenewsjunkie.com. What's that? Uncensored shows. Unlock the huge archive of uncensored shows. They're all evergreen. We're not talking about politics over there. We're waiting for jokes and telling jokes, I should say. We're not just waiting for them.
Sitting around waiting for one.
Still haven't got one yet.
One day, though.
Love inside jokes.
One
Love
day.
to be part of one someday.
Go check it out. Unlock secret shows over on thenewsjunkie.com. This is incredible, man. I'll tell you. When I think about my level of physical health, it's not terrible. I need to go get another blood test done. I need to go to the doctor again in 2025. I got to do all those things. But I feel all right. I'll tell you, we went for our walk yesterday, taking Lady around the neighborhood like we always do. We go about 2 miles each day. And Courtney had just got a brand new pair of shoes. I don't know what kind of shoes they are. Some kind of special running shoes. They were expensive as hell. She got these shoes.
Courtney's really slaying it lately. New car, new shoes.
Hey. She said she wanted some new running shoes, and she bought them for herself, and she's got some new running shoes. So she's ready to go and take on the world. And she got excited. Like, the best way I could compare this is if C-Lane got a gadget right now, he'd be useless to me on the show. He'd be useless. He'd be playing with the gadget. He'd be like, I got to get this set up. This is fun. This is exciting and distracting. Courtney was like that with her new running shoes. And she goes, on the last stretch, when we get down our street, I want to run and she got Lady on the leash and stuff. And I go, fine. And fine, we'll do this. And we get to the end of the road and she starts running and I go full throttle and I trounced her ass on that street. I beat her. And since then, all I've heard is, if we went further than that, there's no way you would have beat me, which is probably totally true. You can only beat me for short distances, which is probably totally true. My new shoes have me going so fast, you'll never catch up with me again. But I felt in the moment, like, here's somebody who can run and who could do these things, and obviously in better shape than I am. I won on the streets when I put my feet to the pavement. Then I watched this guy who just broke a record. I don't even know. Like, this guy's superhuman. This guy is superhuman. When I say, how do they phrase this? You know what a hot water bottle is? Do you know what that is when I say that?
Like the one you fill up with hot water to use as a compress of some sort?
Yeah. It kind of looks like a really thick whoopee cushion or something. Yes. This guy broke a record with these. I got nothing going on. This guy, he blows them up until they explode.
I'm here with the incredible Sergey, who is going to attempt the most hot water bottles burst in 1 minute.
This guy takes these super thick rubber things and blows into them, and they blow up.
How do you even learn that you've got this talent?
He's in Kazakhstan, so not a lot of options for things to do.
You might be right. I think I would struggle with balloons doing this.
To beat is 5. I'm going to step back.
Let's see how he does. All right, he's blowing into these things, and they're blowing up. They explode each time. I didn't even know it was possible to do this.
He's doing
this guy
3 breaths.
Yeah, with 3 breaths, he fills the whole thing up, and it explodes. So after my victory yesterday,
out afterwards,
I would just fall on the ground, completely done. It makes me feel back to
Also, I feel like he should be wearing some sort of safety goggles. Like, can't that, if that hits him in the right place, he could get a cut right in the eye or something.
Back to Kazakhstan. Yeah, back to Kazakhstan. Nobody cares over there. They're just wild, wild west. But that's pretty incredible, actually. We'll post that up on See It Now during the break. Right now, let's get into it. Incredible. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only, Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. We're going to risk it here live. This woman is a doctor.
Oh, boy.
And I have not heard this, but her Instagram video has caused a lot of controversy. Do you know where the dump button is, Josh? Just in case.
I've worked here for 10 years.
All right, good. Just wanted to make sure. This doctor is now in big trouble because she had a rant.
You think you're getting a raise soon? Because no.
She had a rant about United Healthcare. Let's hear from Dr. Elizabeth Potter.
It's 2025 and insurance just keeps getting worse. I just did 2 bilateral deeps and 2 bilateral tissue expanders for patients. And I've never had this happen before, but during the second deep, I got a phone call into the operating room saying that United Healthcare wanted me to call them about one of the patients who was having surgery today, who was actually asleep having surgery. And, said I had to call right now.
All right.
So I scrubbed out of my case and I called United Healthcare, and the gentleman said he needed some information about her, wanted to know her diagnosis and whether her inpatient stay should be justified. And I was like, do you understand that she's asleep right now? And she has breast cancer. And the gentleman said, actually, I don't. That's a different department that would know that information. And I was like, well, She does need to stay overnight tonight. And you have all the information with you because I got approval for this surgery.
All right, so she's saying that she got a call in the middle of a surgery from United Healthcare, and they told her, we don't know if we're going to approve this operation, blah, 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 which the first thing I thought was, if you get a call from anybody during my surgery, keep doing my surgery. Don't go get the phone. Oh, I got a call. I got to, go over and talk to whoever's on the phone. No, keep doing my surgery, please. Finish that up. I don't care who it is. But she says she left in the middle of the surgery and she started to talk to United Healthcare. Let's see if she finishes it up here.
And I need to go back and be with my patient now. But, yeah, it's out of control. Insurance is out of control. I have no other words.
All right, there she goes. That's the doctor who started this with that post. And the top comments were things like this. In Luigi we trust. Need more Luigi. You can see where this is going, obviously. And now United Healthcare is very mad about this doctor's video. They may even sue. It was posted on Instagram and TikTok.
Oh, my God.
United Healthcare wants the doctor to publicly apologize for the video and contact any other media outlet that has reported on the video, which now includes us.
Yes.
And tell them that she lied. So Dr. Elizabeth Potter will have to tell us that she lied if this is true. The doctor is holding her ground against the insurer and accused the company of gaslighting and harassment. So she said she was in the middle of the surgery when all this happened. United Healthcare was so upset about the video, it contacted Claire Locke, a Virginia-based defamation law firm, to chase down the doctor. They sent her a letter dated January 13th that she posted on her Instagram. The first half of the 6-page letter litigated the specifics of Potter's account, blah, blah, blah. The letter noted that people called for violence against UHC executives, United Healthcare executives, employees, and we can keep talking out each CEO that steps up until they get it. We keep taking out each CEO that steps up until they get it. Another person said, guess somebody else needs to be killed for them to get the point. LOL, what in the world? They say that this did not happen. You must promptly correct the record by removing your videos, posting a public apology to United Healthcare, and condemning threats of violence aimed at our client resulting from your posts. Will the doctor back down, or will she stand her ground on this? That's what we're going to see next. So that'll be interesting to watch. We'll see what happens and keep you updated on the show. We'll get to the other stories in jury duty, including this one about Prince, believe it or not. That could affect you, and the United Airlines story. So much more on the way. More details about the run-up to the Super Bowl and what's happening behind the scenes right now. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Hi, I'm Sherry, and I'm from Merritt Island, and I won $1,000 just for listening to 104.1.
Your next chance to win $1,000 is minutes away, courtesy of Mills Air on Real Radio 104.1.
Traffic is starting to slow down on some of the major roadways, and there's a couple of accidents to keep an eye out for here. I-4 westbound before Osceola Parkway, the shoulder is blocked there. There's an accident where Hiawassee Road meets Beggs Road. Traffic is slowing down due to an earlier accident on Florida's Turnpike southbound. Expect delays approaching that County Road 561 area. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off. Free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
Real Radio wants to provide the assist on your holiday bills by putting $1,000 in your hand. $1,000 13 times a day. You know the drill. Just listen for the keyword to win $1,000 each hour weekdays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do that on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer the phone from a number that will probably say no caller ID when they call back the winner, because that's how you get $1,000 in your hand. This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since
1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
This is Jenny Garth from I Do Part 2. Do you know that Ozempic and semaglutide are GLP-1s? Of course you do. How many people do you personally know that use weight loss medications? Future Health is giving millions of people affordable access to weight loss meds for less than $3 a day. Almost 2 million people in the U.S. were taking semaglutide medication in 2021, more than 3 times as many as in 2019. This is so much more than a trend. I have a friend who has always struggled with their weight. And now, working with Future Health, the difference that they have in their own confidence, and I am so happy for them. Find out if weight loss meds are right for you in 3 minutes at tryfh.com. That's tryfh.com. Again, tryfh.com.
Tryfh.com.
Future Health is not a healthcare services provider. Meds are prescribed, provider's discretion. Results may vary. Sponsored by Future Health.
Scott for Scots here. Your lawn is meant for all things bonus. Bonus relaxing, bonus playing, bonus beauty. But when dollar weed and clover are popping up everywhere, it's time to start cutting them back with Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S. It kills dollar weed and clover and feeds your grass so it grows thick and strong to crowd out future weeds. Now that's worth some bonus points, eh?
Get a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S today. It's guaranteed or your money back.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code OIL25.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got questions after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Your music, radio, and podcasts are on our free iHeartRadio app.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
He won't hesitate to call you out when you're being a little ASCII. This is the
weekend, which means if you call out on Monday, there are going to be a lot of skeptical people when you're coughing into the phone. I just can't make it into work
it's
today.
the black lung.
Nobody's going to believe you on Monday because the day after the Super Bowl, that's the day when everybody calls in sick. Be careful trying to pull that off. We do want to say thank you to our friend Josh Fowler for being here with us today.
You're welcome.
Always good to see you and hang out with you. And
thank you to Moses DeWitt for lending us the boy.
You're welcome. Feels weird to be lended a human, but I guess.
Can I borrow your
happening.
human, Moses?
I'm in indentured servitude to him, so there's like a whole contract going on here.
Here's what we have for the remainder of the hour. I'm going to open it up to you folks. It is a one-time only, wholly uncensored opportunity to AMA Josh Fowler.
Oh, boy.
If you have any questions whatsoever for Joshua Fowler, send them across in chat, send them across as an email, send them across as a dispatch to thenewsjunkie.com. If you want to be anonymous, put anonymous on top. We'll take your AMA, ask me anything, any questions you have for Josh Fowler here on the show in the next couple of segments here. So get those fired up and ready to go. Want to hear your questions for Josh Fowler as we go to this. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Rick emails. He's talking about the Super Bowl. He says, I'm not a football fan per se, but I understand the excitement for the day. The security for these and other events is massive. I wonder how much the NFL kicks in to pay for the millions of dollars the federal government spends on the event. Well, we learned long ago, seeing one of these NFL contracts for the Super Bowl, the NFL, they get all of the things and they give none of the things. The city that hosts the Super Bowl, there are so many things they have to do to bend over backwards to get the NFL to even come to their city. It's wild. So I doubt they pay a whole bunch. In addition, I find it absurd for any sitting president to add to the additional expense for them to show up. I can add up all the taxes I've paid in my lifetime for 66 years, and it would not be a drop in the bucket for what it will cost for a president to attend a Super Bowl game. This is somebody else against seemingly Trump attending the Super Bowl, the first sitting president to ever do so. Perhaps there's good reason why previous sitting presidents don't attend these games, says Rick. Personally, I do not care, but you seem to, and that's okay. Nicole says, will the News Junkie be on Monday live? Yes. Yes, we'll be live on Monday. Some questions coming in. Some seem to be just statements. David on YouTube says, love Josh. Too bad he's a woke Democrat. I don't know.
Not sure what that has to do with anything.
Yeah.
I would argue I'm NPA, brother. Thank you very much.
Behaw on Twitch says, at Fowler, are you at all nervous or anxious about the upcoming Flag Day?
I am, actually. I worry about it yearly.
I'm missing something about Flag Day?
It's just a dangerous day to be an American.
I don't know what that means. Is Josh related to Fritz? Is one of the questions that we're seeing so far.
Yes. No further comment.
Some of these I'm not even going to read to you. They're just rude. But
why are you gay, Josh?
Why are you gay?
We want your real questions. Send those over to tips@thenewsjunkie.com or send us a dispatch right now. Let's go to another one here. This is Katie who emails the show. She says, Dear Sean, huge fan of the show. Every time Josh wears his vintage IMSA t-shirt, my boyfriend always comments on it. IMSA. IMSA. He is the biggest IMSA fan around. He wants to know if Josh went to the Rolex race. My boyfriend has been going to that race for 53 years in Daytona.
Cool.
And he'd like to know if it's still possible to purchase the shirt that Josh is wearing. Thanks. Love to all, says Katie. Go ahead, Josh.
I did not go to the race, and I will tell you, I have no idea if this shirt's available anywhere. I got it at a vintage store.
What's IMSA? What does that stand for?
International Motorsports Association.
Would have never guessed that. I would have not landed on that, even if I heard all the hints.
You probably would have said Illinois Mathematics and Science Academy, nerd.
Maybe. I might have. Let's go over to Kurt.
You just Google IMSAs there?
Or perhaps the International Municipal Signal Association.
These are all nerdy organizations. There's nothing cool associated with this?
No, the motorsports one is the cool one.
Yeah, that is. You're right. Okay. Kurt emails tipsofthenewsjunkie.com about spending. This administration and DOGE in particular reminds me of the old movie Dave, with the president going into a coma. He says, comma.
I love that movie, by the way.
I haven't seen it in a long time. Who plays the guy who becomes the president?
I think, right?
Kevin Kline. I know who that is. I just can't picture him for some reason. They find some dude who looks just like the president to pretend to be the president and do any sit down with the cabinet and all that stuff. Find out all the things that can cut on the budget to provide a service for something he wanted to do. Everybody works today according to Dave. I don't know what that means, but he's saying our current situation with DOGE and the administration is like the movie Dave. Best regards, Kurt. And finally, for now, hey, Sean, to tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. You reported a while back that students improved in their grades and their performance when cell phones were taken out of school. Well, some do not agree. And he sends me over to some story on TikTok or something. I did not watch the story, unfortunately. I'm sure people disagree. People disagree with literally everything. You could say simple things like pizza is generally speaking yummy.
Wrong.
Very wrong. Somebody would be very against that. And they would go, no matter what, there's going to be opposition. I'll go, you shouldn't kill people. Wrong. Somebody will be against that. So, of course, there'll be people who will be
Luigi.
against taking cell phones out of the kids' hands in school. But I think that the studies that I've seen, when you remove the cell phones from kids' hands at school, when you get the cell phones out of the schools, the kids learn more. And we need to do whatever we can. We're at Hail Mary time, baby. It's absolutely Hail Mary time because the kids can't read. The kids can't math. The kids can't science. What are they doing in school if they can't do these simple things that are required to function as a human being? Another question coming in for Josh in his AMA in the final hour of the show here. Travis messages on YouTube. Josh, I think we used to chill back in the day in St. Cloud in the Manor, and I went to high school with your wife. Not a question, LOL, he says. Do you know who Travis is?
I'd have to see his face.
Travis Amos is his last name, I believe, unless that's a fake YouTube name.
Cool if
Thank you, anyways.
Chill,
he might be your buddy, actually, buddy in real life. Well, we'll get to some dispatches here.
It would be a real letdown if he was like, I never really liked chilling with you, Travis.
Just to be honest with you for once.
What a dick.
I got to get to Hawk Tua Girl in a second, but first, they've finally said enough's enough. It's ending. It's not happening to begin with, actually. That Netflix documentary that was supposed to be released.
Come on. The Prince one?
Yeah, the Prince one. It was like an 8-part series that they worked on. They made this Prince documentary series that was going to be on Netflix is not going to be released. The family, the estate of Prince has successfily blocked the release.
Why?
They blocked the release of a 9-hour Netflix documentary. Can you imagine working on it for making a 9-hour documentary and then it'll never see the light of day? It looks like that's the case. The film, which was completed but untitled, was made by Ezra Edelman, who won an Academy Award and Emmy for the 8-hour 2016 film O.J. Made in America, which told the story of the life and criminal trial of O.J. Simpson. Edelman, who spent 5 years making his Prince film, was originally granted unprecedented access to Prince's archives known as the Vault by the estate following an undisclosed multi-million-dollar deal. He was told the estate, which was then being administered by a bank, would not exert editorial control over the film. The film features a number of people close
Sounds
to
like
Prince.
nobody had editorial control over it if it was 9 hours long.
It's over now. The whole thing is blocked by the new owners of Prince's estate, and now we're not going to see it, which is a real letdown, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's go to you. Let's work in some dispatches. It's how you can join us on the show with your thoughts, your opinions, whatever you have on your mind. In fact, we've got some questions coming in for you, Joshua Fowler.
Oh, boy.
I can't even see. There's no transcript of this one, so we're...
The same person who asked why you're gay just said, I am also Sabrina.
All right. Here's Big T.
Good afternoon, morning news junkies. So,
Hey,
Josh, I was really just hoping you could spend the last hour of the show just roasting Sean and C-Lane like you did in Secret Show 150.
Nope.
That was really awesome, and you are the roast master supreme. Also, can I borrow your cowboy hat that you wore to the poker tournament?
Yes.
It looked really good on you, and I've been looking for a good cowboy hat. Big T
I
out.
got you.
No, that's not happening.
Here's the thing. The roasting skills don't show up until the drinks are down. It's like
We should have started in the top hour then, because
I still have some of that.
Yeah,
Big T, I'll tell you this. We're not going to do that. Josh is not going to roast C-Lane and I for the remainder of the show in this Josh Fowler AMA. Mostly because there's still scars in our strained relationships after that roasting. There's still fissures to this very day. He seemed like he had all of that just in the chamber, ready to go far too quickly.
I'm building my arsenal still.
Let's see what else we got here for you, Josh. Here is Swilly with a question, I guess. All right.
Hey, everybody. Happy today. So I have a question for Mr. Joshua Marie Fowler. And it's taken me some gumption to get to this point. But wish me luck.
Good luck.
Will you go to prom with me?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Big
my
ask.
God. Yes.
I knew it.
Only if we can ride the horses Bitey and Whitey.
Well, it's a follow-up to the gay question earlier. You got your answer. Now you know exactly what you were looking at there.
I have a question. Seeing as you're already booked up for prom, will you go to Chrome Coming with me?
That's the party of the year, baby.
Y'all
That's the
go to
one.
Chrome Coming with you, bro.
Mr. D. Vans on Twitch says, Josh, if Sean and Mo were both drowning and you could only save one of them, who would you save?
Who pays my paycheck?
Let's go with Mo. Let's go with Mo. Let's keep him alive. And Douglas has a question for us about Josh being woke. This is apparently a topic now. Here we
Hey,
go.
news junkies.
Hey.
Hello. Yeah, about the whole Josh being a woke Democrat. It's just like Fritz. They just like to put it in there everywhere. You know, like he's a vegan or whatever the hell he is. He just likes to slap it in there every time he's on the air to tell everyone, oh, I don't eat meat. Oh, I'm such a good guy. Yeah, okay, dude.
Oh, my God.
Have a good day, guys.
Okay, a couple of things.
When have I ever done that? I eat meat.
Number one.
And it somehow turned into from a Josh question to a Fritz roast.
Yeah, number one, Fritz literally doesn't do that, Douglas, okay? We know Fritz very well, and it's kind of a joke that comes up on the show. A lot of vegans or vegetarians will wear it on their sleeve, and it'll be a huge part of their personality. I can tell you from spending much time with Fritz, he 1,000% doesn't do that.
Half the time I forget Fritz doesn't eat meat.
Same.
Yeah, he does not talk about it. He doesn't lead with that. As far as Josh being woke, yes, Josh is woke, but that's just him. He leans into it, and he just lives that life, and that's fine, I think.
The woke mind virus got me.
It's got a full grasp on him. Hawk Tua girl is finally speaking out after her cryptocurrency thing didn't go very well. I don't know if she's going to curse, but it says she breaks into tears here. Stay by that button, Josh. Let's hear from Hawk Tua lady.
I want to start by saying thank you to all my true fans and all the people that actually watch my stuff and they keep up with me. We're trying to sort out all the pieces and stuff to get all this figured out.
I don't think I've ever heard her talk this much. That's her voice?
Oh, you should listen to Talk Tua.
I've never heard it. They email me every time she does an episode of it.
She hasn't done one in several months now.
She's been quiet because of this whole snafu over crypto.
Is that what we're watching right now? Is this part of Talk Tua?
I think so. Yeah. She's addressing the controversy.
And make everything right. Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
No, don't cry. Don't cry.
Okay.
Don't cry. Everything's going to be good. We're going to be good.
It is Talk Tua.
It is.
And guys, listen, just as a temperature check, I just want to say the first thing that she said to me off camera was, the minute you DM me, I really wish I just texted you and called you. And that speaks to me because of how I was introduced to crypto, and we'll get into that. But
who listens to this podcast?
Hey guys, real quick temperature check. Just like, I wish I texted you instead of DMing you. And
Was this an emergency pod?
It might be.
I don't understand how the texting thing relates to how he got introduced to crypto.
Somebody called him instead of just texting him like you should do some crypto. They called him up and he picked up and he said hello, and they said, "Hey, let me get you into some crypto."
But the guy in the hugs and drugs hat.
I like that.
That's what he's wearing right now.
I'm also kind of on the back end of things too. Like, their team's been very forthcoming. My team.
Oh, okay, I'm going to stop because he's about to drop an F-bomb. She gets very upset and starts crying here because of this cryptocurrency. Yeah, she's making quite the face. Cryptocurrency scam that she finds herself caught in. Don't listen to internet celebrities when they tell you to buy crypto, all right? Or if you do, just know you're going to lose the money. And if you come out on the positive side of it, good for you.
I'm heavily vested in Trump coin.
Good for you, man. You're going to do it.
It keeps going down.
All right, if you have any final woke questions for Josh, work those in. When we return, we'll get to more of your dispatches. Those are filing in one by one right here. Emails are coming into tips@thenewsjunkie.com, and your final questions to ask him are also coming in. That all is coming up in just a moment. Send us a dispatch. Join us on the show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Obi-Wan Kenobi says, just buy iHeart stock, Sean. I am, man. I'm gobbling it up over here. Little bits. I'm moving up in the
wrong.
world.
It says just buy iHeart stock and then dash Sean.
It's okay.
A quote.
Yeah, they're quoting me. There's no quotes around the quote. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
If the dash was closer to your name, there shouldn't be a space after the hyphen. And then it would,
think. First of all, not a financial professional. Don't take my financial advice on anything.
This guy's barely a radio professional, guys. It's really, you shouldn't be taking his advice.
He doesn't have fiduciary responsibilities.
I am a radio professional. I am not a financial professional, and I have no skills in the financial world. I literally look at my side investment in iHeart and freak out, and then it goes back down, and then I freak out again, and I don't even have that much money in it yet. I've just been stacking a couple acorns over there and watching it go down. Let's see. I'll check here. Hold on. Robinhood. If I show this, it won't give away any of my info, will it?
I don't know.
I know. Don't show it. Oh, I'm in the red. So far today. It's not going well for me this week. This week has been a bit of a rocky road. But I would encourage you over the long run to do it because I'm doing it and I got faith in it. But again, not a financial professional. When we return, we're going to hear from you and your questions for Josh's AMA. We'll get to some of the stories we haven't gotten to yet, including this fight on a Frontier flight, and a whole lot more as we get all queued up for the weekend. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Emergency crews are clearing up an accident affecting all lanes on Florida's Turnpike southbound after Hancock Road. Traffic is passing through the shoulder there. Northbound lanes on Florida's Turnpike are being affected as well. There's an accident on State Road 408 westbound before I-4, blocking the right lane. And emergency crews are clearing up an accident on I-4 westbound before Osceola Polk Line Road. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center of James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by In Touch Ministries.
Listen to the In Touch Radio Network on iHeartRadio, featuring the biblically based teachings of Dr. Charles Stanley. Just search for the In Touch Ministries channel on the iHeartRadio app or visit intouch.org.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Shipley Donuts, now open on South Cimarron Boulevard.
Game on! Coach R.C. Hill here from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi. If you've been fumbling around town in a car you hate, then punt it. I need to kick off my new year. But first, all my 2024 rides must go. So this month you could drive a new Mitsubishi for just $1 down. And that's a touchdown for not much down. You can even save up to $10,000 on a new Mitsubishi with a lifetime warranty. So get in the game for just $1 down. At R.C. Hill, we're all about affordability. And my perfect payment program is a playbook of solutions. My finance specialists work hard to help you find a car you love. So if your old ride makes you feel like a loser, then punt it. Because we have over 200 used cars, all with warranty for just $1 down. But hurry, a deal this good won't last long and won't go into overtime. I'm RC Hill, and I'm your car dealer next door. See all my MVP rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com. Need to sell your car today? Visit rchillbuyscars.com. We'll pay you on the spot.
Credit and $1 down require bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced.
These times of massive inflation have people just like you strapped.
As far as my debt, I was drowning in debt. My balances were never going down. I was making payments every month. It was just draining every resource I had.
The Debt Management Group can help. In the first free call, they will explain all the relief programs you may qualify for to get you out of debt fast.
They saved me thousands of dollars, especially in interest. I would have never paid off this debt without their help.
I felt like it was a burden lifted off my shoulders. It felt amazing, and I felt like I could actually see a future for me and my kids.
The sooner you call, the faster you can get the relief you deserve. It's free information on all the debt relief programs you qualify for, plus guaranteed confidentiality. Call 800-933-3470. That's 800-933-3470. Call now to find out about the best debt forgiveness, consolidation, modification, and settlement programs available. 800-933-3470. That's 800-933-3470.
Take your Valentine's experience to a whole new level this year with jewelry, flowers, candy, dinner, and a romantic getaway. All courtesy of International Diamond Center. Nothing says love like romantic jewelry from IDC. From a simple pendant to an exquisite designer ring, we've got a fantastic selection of affordable, timeless gifts. And this year, with any jewelry purchase at IDC of $129 or more, we're giving you long stem roses, some delicious chocolates, and a gift card for dinner from Talk of the Town Restaurant Group. It's one-stop shopping for all things romantic. And this year, we're taking it up a notch with a 3-day romantic getaway to places like New York, Napa, and Savannah. Just spend $2,500 on your jewelry and we'll set you up in a 4-star hotel in the romantic city of your choice. Spend $5,000 and we'll throw in the airfare and some spending money. Make this Valentine's one to remember. Let IDC help you with jewelry, flowers, chocolates, dinner, and a romantic vacation. We've got it all. Happy Valentine's from International Diamond Center. Altamont Springs, Mall at Millennia, and Waterford Lakes. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Hey, Mom, I've been meaning to talk to you about some new COVID information I saw online.
Uh-huh.
I read that black folks like us with certain conditions like diabetes, heart disease, mental health conditions, or being 50 and older, like you, are at high risk.
Boy, you sound like a commercial.
I'm just saying. I know you love your ginger teas and essential oils, but remember, there are treatment options for COVID-19.
I promise if I get sick again, I'll call my doctor to ask about my options.
Visit WeTalkWeRise.com to learn more. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Scott for Scott's here. Your lawn is meant for all things bonus. Bonus relaxing, bonus playing, bonus beauty. But when dollar weed and clover are popping up everywhere, it's time to start cutting them back with Scott's Turf Builder Bonuses. It kills dollarweed and clover and feeds your grass so it grows thick and strong to crowd out future weeds. Now that's worth some bonus points, eh?
Get a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S today. It's guaranteed or your money back.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
Get ready for Super Bowl 59 with iHeart, the official partner of the NFL Podcast Network.
This is Cam Jordan from the NFL Podcast Network show, Off the Edge with Cam Jordan.
Join Cam and other podcasts like NFL Daily, NFL Players, Second Acts, and more.
We'll all be recording live from New Orleans this week. Make sure to open the iHeart app and search NFL to hear all the action and the biggest guests.
Getting you ready for the Super Bowl with the NFL Podcast Network. Just open the free iHeart app and search NFL to start listening now.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This
radio show by going to thenewsjunkie.com. That's the website, thenewsjunkie.com. You can join us with your dispatches, which we'll get into momentarily. Got more questions for Josh. Super Bowl 59 is this weekend. Woo! And I'm going to take a wild guess. Both of you, C-Lane and Josh, are going to be going somewhere, I would imagine, to watch the Super Bowl.
Perhaps.
You're going to be participating in the Super Bowl, I should say.
Yes, I'll be playing.
You'll not be on the field. I could tell that. But you will be watching just like so many other people will. And a lot of stuff out there floating around about the Super Bowl in the news. One of the things that they do each year, which is kind of interesting, I don't know how accurate it is. We'll find out together here. But they do this prediction thing, a simulation, where they play Madden. And, oh, my God, they're on Madden 25? That's how many Madden games they've gone through?
Buddy.
What?
Buddy.
What? What am I missing? NFL Madden 25? Madden 20?
Yeah.
Madden NFL 25?
Yeah, what do you think the 25 could mean if it wasn't that they did 25 Madden games?
NFL Madden, I don't know. Madden NFL 25. Oh, for 2025. 2025. I thought they were on the 25th version of it because they had it when I was younger.
I think they've been doing it since the 90s, haven't they?
I've been playing since Tecmo Bowl, you know what I mean? So I go back even further than all of this stuff.
If they started in 2001, both things could be correct.
It could be. I don't know if they did. But they use this to simulate the Super Bowl winner, and they run it, and the thing automatically plays. And they have the Chiefs versus the Eagles for Super Bowl 59, and they have a prediction here. The Madden NFL 25 game predicted a 25-21 Super Bowl LIX score in favor of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow.
The Eagles would win if this was the predictor of that. While many expect the Eagles to lean on their 2,000-yard rusher Saquon Barkley, the simulation instead saw kicker Jake Elliott take center stage. Did I say that wrong?
It's Saquon.
Saquon
The way
Barkley.
you said it was offensive.
Saquon Barkley is his
Something
name.
wrong, Barkley.
And the Super Bowl was simulated with every key element in mind, and they came out with the Philadelphia Eagles winning 25-21. Will it really work? Who knows? We'll see if it goes that way. They've been doing all sorts of stuff around the Super Bowl, including arresting people. And one woman got arrested after this sports reporter who was in town in Louisiana, in New Orleans, to cover the Super Bowl. He was found dead in his hotel room.
Whoa.
His name's Adon Manzano, or it was, 27 years old. He was in town to cover the Super Bowl for Telemundo in Kansas City. And this guy ended up dying. And they said that it was because this woman, I guess, who's been known to do this before, drugged him. The story from NBC News says, a Louisiana woman with a history of drugging men and stealing their credit cards was arrested following the death of a TV reporter who was in town for the Super Bowl. Hotel security footage showed Danette Colbert, no relation, I'm sure, who lives in nearby Slidell, with Kansas City Telemundo's Adon Manzano. And he's 27. She entered his room at 4:35 a.m. Detectives say they got on her trail after they discovered the credit card Manzano used to check into the Comfort Suites wasn't with him. Colbert went on to use Manzano's credit card at several stores in New Orleans. And now she's been charged with some property crimes and fraud. Will she be charged with his death in relation to this? We do not know just yet. That'll be an interesting one. But lots of stuff happening around the Super Bowl, obviously, this weekend. We'll get to you and your dispatches here in just a moment. But another thing you may have seen throughout the week was an unruly passenger on Frontier Airlines was freaking out. And I would have gone nuts. I would have attacked this guy myself if I was on the flight. He was banging on the windows, and he broke the first layer of the window.
Oh, boy.
Before they started jumping on him and tying him up and subduing him on the flight.
Yeah,
Can't get away with that
window's
anymore.
plastic, I think.
The first layer, I don't know if you could possibly punch through the second layer, but I wouldn't let him have the opportunity to test it out.
No.
They said the guy was banging on the windows mid-flight on Frontier Flight 4856 from Denver to Houston when everybody on board grabbed hold of him, subdued him, and held him until they got to the destination. That video going viral this week. All right, let's go to a couple of you and your dispatches. Oh, Fez sends in a photo dispatch. He's just about to get his vasectomy right now.
Right on.
All right.
Send in photo dispatches.
Half the man I used to be.
Right down to the last minute, my guy. Hey, thank you for sending that in. We do appreciate it. And good luck, of course.
I think you stay awake during that, so this might be like they might already have that thing open.
Oh, do they really? Oh, damn.
It might be all up in his coin purse right now.
Good luck, buddy. You're going to be okay. I believe in you. Here's somebody talking about junior drag racing. The reason this came up on the show recently was because there was a young girl. Was she 7? I think.
Yeah, 7.
7 years old, and she was involved in this junior drag racing. She was in a smaller version of a drag racing car, and it crashed, and she ended up dying. And I didn't know that they were doing it at these young ages, but some people are chiming in, and here's funny name.
Hey guys, happy day.
Hey.
I do not have any specifics on junior dragsters other than the fact that I don't recall hearing massive amounts of stories of kids dying racing them or getting injured, so it has to be relatively safe.
Yeah.
And also C-Lane, with the cars being limited or governed, the way you win is by your reaction time. So if you get off the line faster, you get ahead of the other car. And the same thing with NASCAR. In theory, NASCARs are all supposed to be identical, air quotes I'm doing, and you win based on your skill of driving.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's how it goes. And it's all down to just reaction time when you're racing those funny cars and drag cars and all that. But I didn't know that 7-year-olds were involved. Here's another dispatch on that topic. Government cheese.
Sean, you're mostly right when it comes to drag racing. All the vehicles used to do a quarter mile. Now the top fuel funny cars and dragsters only do 1,000 feet. And as far as the junior dragsters, those young children can start at 5 years old, and it sucks for that girl. You guys have a great weekend.
C-Lane, your son is 1 year old right now. Jackson, he is 1 year old. When Jackson is 5, if he came up to you and said, I would like to race drag cars, Dad, would you support your son and let him do it at 5 years old?
Oh, yes.
Probably.
Would you, would, Josh? I would not. I would go.
It's easy for Josh to say he doesn't have a kid.
Exactly.
I would say that's a big fat no from me. What do you think? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. When we return, we'll get into the final dispatches, the stories that didn't make the cut. And, of course, today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. We'll send you into the weekend and get you all ready for that Super Bowl action. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Today on The Big Show, would you rather have a pay raise or a 4-day work week? Plus, we'll find out what's good to eat in Orlando with Fayez Cara and Primetime Kitchen. It's Friday. That means it's time for Pick the Porn for Monster Jam tickets with pit passes. Plus, 4 opportunities to win $1,000 and your calls, text, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
Broadcasting live from the Cool Today Weather Center at cooltoday.com. Happy Friday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And the rest of our day will feature increasing sunshine and warm temperatures. It's going to be a really pleasant stretch as we head throughout the rest of the weekend. Highs today will be right around 83 degrees in Orlando. Tomorrow and Sunday, a high of 84 with a good amount of sunshine. As we look ahead towards next week, more unsettled weather starts to move in, especially closer to the end of the week. Still stay on the warm side, though, with highs nearing the upper 80s by midweek. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Get matched to your perfect bed now and sleep at night. Plus, if you see a lower price, they'll match it. Hurry and stop by Mattress Firm to upgrade today. Restrictions apply.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I got to fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code OIL25.
Well, who do you know on Ozempic or semaglutide right now? Probably a ton of people. Hey, it's Sisney from On Air with Ryan Seacrest. I know a ton of people, too, because it's everywhere, and for good reason. These groundbreaking GLP-1 medications are changing the weight loss game. At Future Health, they make accessing them simple, safe, and affordable. Their program connects you with licensed doctors who specialize in GLP-1 treatments, including Ozempic and semaglutide, so you can get the support you need to reach your weight loss goals. It's definitely worked for me. I couldn't be happier. You know, with Future Health, you're going to have access to these trusted weight loss meds, plus ongoing care through their network of over 6,000 doctors and pharmacies nationwide. I'm telling you, it was a game changer for me battling PCOS, and it's so easy to get started. Just go to tryfh.com. That's tryfh.com. 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 Future Health is not a healthcare services provider. Meds are prescribed at provider's discretion. Results may vary. Sponsored by Future Health.
Before the Great American Race on Sunday, the high banks of Daytona heat up with a Saturday night showdown in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Experience the intense competition up close on the sport's biggest stage to kick off the 2025 season. The NASCAR Xfinity Series at Daytona International Speedway, Saturday, February 15th. Tickets start at just $49, and kids 12 and under are free in general admission. Secure your seats now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Are you annoyingly inattentive? Do you watch a movie and then ask a zillion questions because you weren't paying attention? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is happening now. Get a king bed for a queen price. Save up to $700 plus a...
to help people, anybody, to get a cancer screening. You know, I lost my sister to cancer, and by the time she got her cancer screening, she had stage 4 cancer, and she really believed in and wanted everybody to get a screening as soon as possible. Get a scan when you can. Life Imaging FLA can do that for you, and that's why I started the Carla K Cancer Screening Fund. I believe everybody should get that screening. You can do it now. Give them a call. If you pick up your cell phone, you dial pound 250, you say the words free heart scan, you can get a free heart scan. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a $699 value. It's really a great value. And then ask about cancer screening. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia when you talk to them, and I'm telling you, it is definitely worth it. Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. Make sure you tell them that Russ and the Monster sent you.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
For live radio to have lyrics, that's amazing.
You guys outdid yourselves.
Join the millions already on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Can I give it 6 stars?
Find your new favorite feature on the iHeartRadio app today.
iHeartRadio. Listen to the In Touch Radio Network on iHeartRadio, featuring the biblically based teachings of Dr. Charles Stanley. Just search for the In Touch Ministries channel on the iHeartRadio app or visit intouch.org.
Get ready for our 2025 iHeart Podcast Awards.
March 10th, we'll honor the very best in podcasting from the past year and celebrate the most innovative talent and creators in the industry. And you'll help decide who wins Podcast of the Year. Vote now at iHeartPodcastAwards.com.
Lenovo is proud to be a part of the iHeart Podcast Awards at South by Southwest, where creativity and innovation collide. With the new Legion Go S, the first licensed handheld powered by SteamOS, your game goes anywhere. Visit Lenovo.com/Legion Go, empowering creators everywhere.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
On a constant quest to stay calm, like that bear in the hammock.
Stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. And happy Super Bowl, everybody. Yes. We hope you safely and effectively enjoy your Super Bowl, right? We hope you don't drink and drive. That, for one, is a dumb idea.
Uh-huh.
Please do not engage in that.
Is this one of those weekends where AAA tows you for free?
I don't know. I hope it is. I like that they do that. It's a great service. And not enough people use that. Unfortunately, when people get really drunk, they lose their ability to reason, and then they don't go, hey, I shouldn't drive. Is it, though?
I don't know. I can't. It doesn't
It
say.
says it's activated for Super Bowl weekend.
That's
Is
cool.
it? Excellent. Just keep that in mind, folks. You can get a ride. You don't have to drive drunk. It's a really stupid idea to do that to begin with.
Man, if I did not have plans for the Super Bowl, I think I might have been getting on this Elixir deal.
Yeah?
$16.99 bottomless mimosas. I think I could put down a lot of mimosas during the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Is this a challenge? It's like, let
I
me
don't
see.
know. I challenged somebody to go over to Elixir to watch the big game, and do the
Report
bottomless
back?
mimosa deal. I want to see how far you got.
He doesn't know what he's getting into. David over there at Elixir.
Yeah.
Huh? All right. First of all, thank you to Brian. Yes, friend. Oh my guitar. Brian is the latest Secret Show subscriber. Thank you for signing up for Secret Shows. You can sign up to Uncensored Secret Shows. There's a new show dropping in just a couple of hours here. There's always one ready for you over on thenewsjunkie.com. Go investigate over there. And if you're feeling generous, why don't you gift some Secret Show subscriptions so other folks out there who aren't as fortunate as you can jump into the world of Secret Shows. Okay, let's get moving here on the way out. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Scott has a question for Josh.
Oh, boy.
He says, Josh, is it true that there was a time that you failed to set up a camping tent and ended up sleeping in the front seats of a small car? By the way, I would have lent my extra tent to you if your camping companion didn't hide in the shadows. No idea what that means.
No, but I did go camping with someone who had that happen to them.
Okay. All right.
I know how to do tents. I'm an Eagle Scout.
I believe you. I feel like you could do it. You're out there camping even more than C-Lane is, which is certainly more than me. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. And Mike emails. He says, in West Palm Beach at the radio station WJNO, used to work there. Actually, that's where the News Junkie as a show first started.
Yeah, you can even find some of those old WJNO shows. I listened recently.
You shouldn't. I don't encourage that. I don't think that's a good idea. WJNO, he says, there was a personality who had a show on there. His name was Lee Fowler. Any relation to Josh?
No idea who that is.
All right. Next one, Misty says, when are you going to be a permanent member of the show? Is her question for you.
I don't know if that's even on the table.
Yeah, she's a permanent member of the Mo. So,
also, that would require iHeart to hire people and pull people on for more expensive jobs and stuff.
I don't want to tank your stock prices.
You know,
also
it's
nothing's
been rough.
permanent. I don't even think we're permanent members of the show.
I'd love to have everybody on board. We could have 5, 6, 7 people or something. That would be awesome.
Like
but
Slipknot.
Yeah, for now, we're not Slipknot, unfortunately. We're not the Slipknot of radio. This is anonymous, and this says, do you have to yell welcome to Moe's when somebody walks into Moe's house?
Yes.
That's the
I'm
question.
not usually at his house, but if I am, that's what I say.
All right, let's get into the final
office.
dispatches. Here we go. Yeah, he'll love that.
Just
He will
April Fool's Day. Just just do it all day and then never do it again.
Welcome to Moe's. Here we go.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
No, we got time, friend. We got time. So we'll play 1.5. We'll get more than, maybe we'll just play one. I don't know. No promises. Here's Space Coast Chick with a dispatch for us.
Hey, junkies. Space Coast Chick here. NHRA, National Hot Rod Association, not NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
NASCAR goes around in circles. NHRA is drag race strip. Have a good one.
Okay, thank you for that. I don't know. Did we mix that up? If we did,
I think somebody just referenced NASCAR because they're also car racing. I don't think we confused the two. I
don't know much about racing, so I could definitely screw it up. Like, I would have the potential to drop the ball there.
Yeah, in drag racing, they make all right turns, so it's different.
Here's Sport Johnson with the final dispatch.
What up, Junkie Butt? Hey, quick question. Who do you guys think Sean hates more? Firefighters or 65-year-old women in charge of the police force in Louisiana?
Neither one. I don't hate either one of those groups of people. I don't, sir, but thank you for that dispatch.
Sean, I'm with you. I hate old people. I agree with you.
That's C-Lane, just for the record. Let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. What is moving inside this customer's Chipotle bowl? A viral video on TikTok shows somebody's burrito bowl with a fork sticking up right into it, and a piece of meat appears to move on their plate. What's going on? Nobody has a real answer. And people were squirming after watching this. I think you'll be fine. I think your Chipotle food is probably safe, albeit way too expensive. And I'm on board with this Kava place. I'd never tried them before this week.
It's pretty good.
I like it. Yeah, it's pretty solid. It's like real basic stuff, but I like it better than the rest of the fast food options out there. And that's going to have to do it for now. It's time for us to just wrap everything up.
You being on board with Kava was one of the stories that didn't make the cut.
Nope. Just this one here. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Today I Learned for a Friday, February 6th, 2025. Gentlemen, any guesses as to who's going to win the Super Bowl from your perspectives?
Eagles.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs then, if you're both going with the Eagles.
Wow.
Typical.
Big Taylor fan.
You know what I want to happen to the Super Bowl? I don't know if it's in the cards, but for some reason I would love for Taylor Swift to run into Trump. Like the two of them.
A photo together.
Those worlds colliding, what would she do? Do you think Taylor Swift would stop and take a photo with Trump? She's not a big fan. So I don't know if she would not want to be in that picture.
He also hates her because she endorsed Kamala.
Yeah, that's why I want them to run into each other. That would be fantastic to see. Here we go. Today I Learned this group right here. The Monkees is correct. The song The Last Train to Clarksville by the Monkees is about a young man who is drafted and sent off to Vietnam. He's pleading with his girlfriend to have one last night with him before he's shipped out. That's the whole point, and I hope he got what he wanted. Hope he got what he was looking for.
Same.
Today I learned a golden arm is a craps player who has rolled for 60-plus minutes without losing, a.k.a. rolling a 7. It was created in 1989 after a man rolled 118 times over 3 hours and 6 minutes without rolling a 7.
Wow.
The casino lost more than $1 million while this roller was on a streak. He won $30,000. In 2009, a woman rolled 154 times over 4 hours and 18 minutes to set the record. Ladies, you have the craps record. Take that, guys. Today, I learned this guy right here.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg is right, a.k.a. Snoop Lion at the time. He was excommunicated from the Rastafari community back in 2013, and it was posted on the Whalers Facebook page.
Jeez.
Outlining what it meant for him to be excommunicated. Take that. And finally, today I learned this guy right here.
Kendrick Lamar.
That's right. Both of you. K-Dot and Kendrick Lamar, I think both right. Kendrick Lamar, an American rapper, won the Pulitzer Prize for musical composition for his album Damn! D-A-M-N.
Nice.
Earlier this year, making him the first non-jazz or classical artist to ever win the prize in history. Mr. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth going to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. We'll see how he does. Wish you the best, buddy. Impress me. I'm ready to be impressed.
Quack, 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 Mr. Duckworth.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back on Monday, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast over on the News